internet only, Sean. We are here.
Oh, halfway.
In about 6 seconds, we will be here.
Hello.
Street delay.
Allow me to retrieve my notes.
No.
So,
Fine, I won't play them.
I'm taking
No.
my D&D character and going, oh.
Yeah, take my notes and I'm going.
Chicken cheeseburger with hash browns and Louis fries.
Nice. And then your double chicken rice.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Nice one, top.
There you go.
You best make an impression.
What?
Fancy Yorkshire for lovely.
Lovely. I do that all the time and I don't know why. I've picked it up from somewhere and I don't know fucking where. You know when you just hear something and then repeat it infinitely? I do that with like the word lovely. I'll say lovely. And I don't know why and I don't know where I've heard it from, but it's clearly I've heard it from somewhere.
Probably fancy Yorkshire from
Yeah, well this is what Matt just said as well. I was like, no, I've done this for years.
Or John Hughes from the PG tips offer.
It might be that.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It might be that.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Actually, it might very well be
Johnny Hicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to D&D, folks.
Welcome to D&D, where
Talking
we
about
immediately
monkey sock
get.
puppets and cups of tea.
Yeah, well, the monkey sock puppet was better than any meerkat.
That's very true. Oh no, there's one bat now.
What?
There's only one wombat.
Yeah.
And that's my friend A1Bat27 on Twitch.
The one, the only.
Yeah.
Go subscribe.
Funnily enough, actually, she streams on Wednesdays. So it used to be that like she'd be starting just as we finished. So I was like, next time I'm gonna raid you.
With all two far.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that we're going in and we're saying raid. That's the main thing. Is that we're harassing one of my friends. Only then we stopped playing for a couple of months because of my work, and then now we're playing on Tuesdays instead. So it is what it is. Anyway, where last we left off, you guys were getting beat up by this acid monster thing.
Yep.
I've just left Bram off because she's up in the rafters.
Yeah. She's upstairs somewhere. She has an ember though.
She hasn't yet.
She did. She used that as an
Did she
action.
use
Yeah.
To cut it down.
Well, yeah.
She's got moonbeam set on the monster, and she made. Oh, that's right. She hopped onto Ember and started falling. So she's like 30 feet in the air now, something like that. Yeah. So she's like
a helicopter in the air.
Yeah.
The feather on Super
Playing. Using thaumaturgy to play elevator music. So you guys had made your way to the town of somewhere. I forget what the name of the town is. My brain's fucking dead.
No, it's not.
Bellholt. That's right.
I was going to say Moorcliff for a minute, but
no, that's see that was where my head went to as well. I was like, no, that's not the right one.
It's
that's
another port town further down the coast.
Exactly. Surprisingly enough, that's where most of the port towns happen to be, on the coast. You
Nice one.
you were your last wiener. The last wiener.
Last melon.
I'm glad you got what I was going for there. You'd encountered Dockmaster Zundor Valiantheart, a Minotaur who is in charge of the docks. Having gone over there to discuss potentially chartering a ship, you'd run into an unfortunately familiar face of Morningstar Drakescale, Falchion's eldest sister, and probably the meanest one, aside from her father. Like, you know.
I wouldn't say she's mean. She's just.
She doesn't care to be nice.
She demands efficiency.
Yeah.
Demands efficiency.
She expects people to be useful and be
She
efficient.
does not have time for your childlike antics.
She does not.
What the fuck?
Why be chasing the handmaids when you can be chasing profits?
Don't forget, she's actually quite the diplomat as well. Because
Oh
of her
yeah,
brother.
she is.
Yeah.
Just not with Falchion,
All right.
because he doesn't deserve the niceties.
No time for me.
Nah. I
Updated Disco, by the way.
yeah. Well.
I whispered, Daddy will never love you.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Having discussed some of the issues that were currently plaguing the town, you found out that there was something that had been eating, apparently, the metal within the city, having been started from the outskirts and made its way deeper into the city. It had gone from eating forged things and refined metals to raw materials, with no real kind of way to figure out what it was or where it was coming from. You had arranged something of a stakeout within Diligence's forge in his refinery. A very exuberant tiefling who is in charge of the the refinery there, and he'd agreed to give you some of his raw ores so that you can pile them up and use them as bait, with a bit of cold iron on top as the delicious cherry on top of the metal cake of wonder and delight.
And it worked.
It seems to have worked. You're in the middle of a fight with a big giant ooze, which only got more giant as you went and hit it. It was just like, well, fuck this, and hulked out in your faces.
Yes, it did.
It sure did. And so,
Scaled appropriately, by the way, 4x4.
yep, as it should be.
I didn't make it any bigger.
Don't you worry, I can do that.
Oh.
Enjoy
So-
the oozy gun.
Top of the round is Miggle. Bar, you're on deck if you're listening.
I forgot. You did warn me and I still forgot. I forgot I was there and I'm covered in greasy food.
Same.
It's okay.
And don't worry, Mira, you're at the bottom of the list.
I will.
Is
From my safety.
Sean on? Is he
Yeah.
watching?
Oh, no.
He's in chat.
Cool. Hey, Sean.
I'd say hi, but I'll let you go.
Hey, sure.
I'd say hi, but I don't want to. Plus, I already said hi in the intro.
I will.
No, you won't.
I will debuff him with the unsettling words.
Nice.
I don't know what I'm going to say because I haven't thought that far ahead.
You look like
Yes.
snot.
He would slap a bit.
You're a sloppy oozy boy. And then I'll cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
Nice,
Right.
nice.
And I will cast it at 2nd level.
Okay. How much do you debuff him by?
How do I figure that again? It's been
It's-
many weeks.
It's
Yeah,
a roll of your bardic inspiration dice.
It's 8 now, isn't it? That's bloody
Why
4.
do they make these so fucking small? Right. You whisper this good. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows from you. The creature doesn't move.
Get away from me,
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as fire or a pit. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to make a move. A deafened creature automatically succeeds, so he's not deaf.
Oh,
When you cast the spell, using the second level or higher, the
Yeah,
damage
it's
increases
46,
by
so
1d6, so it is 4d6 psychic damage. Sweet.
The debuff's 4.
Okay. What roll am I rolling?
It is, I believe it is.
I believe.
No, wisdom
Oh,
save.
Okay.
Target must make a wisdom saving
Oh,
throw.
psychic damage.
Alright. It fails to save.
Yay!
Roll your 4d6.
That's a 2 and that's a 4.
That's
And that's a
6.
4 and that's a 2.
That's 12.
Very nice.
And it must run away.
Yeah. You must leg it to anywhere that's like
Let me
not
do math
really dangerous.
first.
Math is imminent.
I know, I hate it. All my gays hate math. Right, it's gonna move.
In that case, every kid in my school.
It's gonna run out of falchion probably. Maybe later.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. I guess it'll probably move towards.
Move that way, wouldn't it?
Yeah, move towards bar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'd like it to move 10 feet towards bar, please. Be
Oh
careful.
god, slow boy.
It's a slime. What do you expect?
I get attack of
Nope,
opportunity.
because it's been forced out of your range.
Well, Tisk.
Yes.
It's big.
We have this discussion every time.
What about Sentinel?
Yes, we do.
What?
Sentinel?
It's
Is it
four.
still attack of opportunity?
No.
Yeah, it's because it's
Got
been moved out
optionally-
of range. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's same as if something gets dragged out of range, if
It's
something
not
gets
moved
like
on its own
pulled,
accord.
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah. I do the same for you guys if something forces you out of range.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
If one of the party runs in and shoves you out the way, I'm not going to do an attack of opportunity on you because you've been moved. You've been forcibly moved.
Oh, I'm warm now.
Hey, Sean,
You got food sweats.
it's your turn.
Sean, do a thing. You've got a big slime in your face.
You
Do
might-
four.
Yeah.
Do four things. Four.
Or at least 3 of them: a move, a bonus action, and an action.
Four things.
Remember, not 2 spells.
Not 2 spells for a spell and a bonus if you got one.
What's the turn order again? I've forgotten.
Sure. You have
You're
concentration
after.
spell.
You're after.
Yeah.
It's got health. Weapon.
Then it's Lyle.
Yeah,
who's
remember you've got
after.
elemental weapon up.
Oh, he's messaged me on Discord and said also food is here, BRB.
What did he say?
See.
BRB.
Well, skip a step.
Yeah. Falchion, it's your turn.
Right. Yeah. Bar,
No, he is
Bar
fighting.
holds his action for
Going
food.
to move to attack it with my weapon, then if I can bonus healing word anyone who took damage within 60 feet. Right, yeah.
Thank you.
We've got Mira who's on half health. Falchion, have you taken any health?
Taking a knock, but
Not a big one like Mira has. So you can. What level would you like to cast healing word at?
6.
He wishes.
Left. West.
Multi-class bitch. How about you multi-class these nuts? Second level. Okay. So that's 2d4 plus 3, I believe, for your wisdom. And the slime moved into your face. So you, look, conveniently for you, you don't need to move anywhere
Yeah.
to attack it.
You can
It's
slap.
in your face.
Technically, you can move 5 feet and be flanking with Falchion.
Technically, he can suck these nuts.
Do you want to be flanking, Sean?
Yeah.
I take
We'll
that silence
see.
as a yes.
I'll take his silence as it now.
As a yes.
Charged headshots. Yeah.
I'm
The
sure that
twins
you're
are
having a stroke.
communicating telepathically. Sean has told Mike his turn.
That's okay.
Sean
He's
uses-
texting
Oh, no.
me his
Yeah.
turn, so
Sean
it's
uses
fine.
message.
21 to hit.
silence.
Alright, that hits. What's your damage?
All at once, boy.
No, split it because it's got resistances.
No, all at once.
No. I'll just half it if it's all at once.
Remember, he's got elemental weapon up as well.
I know. You know, that's the question.
Yeah, I've mentioned it, but he might have been having food at the time.
Yeah,
It's far too chill for this, right?
it is.
It's like
It's waiting room music.
Derelict. Music apparently. Derelict keep.
These nuts.
Oh, fuck off.
That was a good one. Oh my gosh, I've been playing so much Dead by Daylight recently. I've nearly P3'd the first 5 slashing, 3 thunder damage. I'm miserable with shit. Okie dokie.
What?
Dice shop online. Sorry. Delete. Uh-huh. Okie dokie. And then how much
How much
healing
heals?
do you do to Mira?
Come on, even here.
Or anyone else within 60 feet. Doesn't have to be Mira. Doesn't have to be Mira. Falchion's also been slightly hurt.
I've lost at least 3 hit points, so I could use an entire hit.
Yeah. Lyle is also hurt.
But
Heals Mira for 9 points.
Hey, let's go. We're back up to
That's
65.
twin favourites.
I got back up to 65.
She's got like 100 hit points.
That's true, actually, I forgot.
Being at like 50 is dangerously low for Mira.
That's like in the red.
You're still on. Less than me.
Yeah. The health bar's flashing on the screen.
That's it. That Pokemon.
Right. Falchion, it's your turn.
It is.
Lyle, you're on deck.
well, I mean, my
You're
Show
gonna
pictures
shoot
from your
it.
team building day where.
gonna do what I
I've
expect.
got more, I'll show you. Okay, great.
They're supposedly having a celebration in Norway next Friday. Supposedly.
This one
This piano music just reminds me of the tail.
Oh, the fan
well, Undertale
I
is
will
basically
leave.
a love letter to all the 8-bit RPGs anyway.
I really enjoyed Undertale, but I've never even got very far with it.
No, you
That's
didn't.
right.
I've done a pacifist run and a genocide run.
I couldn't do genocide, but I got too
I
sad.
didn't realise you could mercy characters, and I killed Goatmon.
Yeah.
And I felt terrible that I couldn't play anymore.
Yeah.
I killed
As
her.
you should.
As you
Couldn't
should.
do it. Couldn't do it.
Toriel did nothing to you except show kindness.
She was so cute, and I felt terrible. I didn't realise I could mercy.
I like that her name's a fucking pun.
Yeah, tutorial.
Tutorial.
Right. She made you pumpkin pie.
She made you butterscotch cinnamon pie.
That's it, even
That's
better.
the one.
This felt terrible.
Right.
So carry on.
So you should.
It's the fact they remember you.
You've got to live with
Try
that.
to
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
them, like,
They remember
did you kill
after
me in
you
my
got-
previous life?
And so, yeah, and then like
we killed
when
you.
because Becca was like miserable, so she just didn't play it. But I wanted to play it again, so we didn't get very far, but I restarted it and like encountered Sans and like right at the beginning, and then he tells you this stupid joke, and he's like, "What's with that face? You sound like you've heard that joke before." Like,
Bring the wall.
throw the console out the window.
That was the thing. I was very sus of one of the characters. I think it was Papyrus. I didn't
yeah.
like for some reason. I was suspicious of this
suspicious
character.
of Papyrus. Papyrus is the gentlest being in the world.
See, what I love is Papyrus, the font for the writing is
Papyrus.
Yeah.
Sans
Sans,
is
yeah.
Comic Sans.
Yeah. I am.
It's just
But
silliness like that
Papyrus
which
is
I
great
absolutely
because
adore.
like he's really powerful, but he'll scale his attack so that he doesn't hurt you that much.
Yeah.
Like he literally will change the damage that he can do to you because he's just a bean.
I've
Just wants
moved,
to make friends. Yep,
so I'm flanking with Mira,
nice.
and I'm going to make
Get fucked up.
2 attacks. That's not good.
1 and 2.
With it being advantage, flanking, do I get advantage or does?
Yeah.
Advantage, yeah.
Hang on, one of them was a 5 plus 8, that's 13.
Mhm.
Second one definitely missed, that was a 2.
Plus
8 is
for a
10.
total of 10 hits.
Really?
It's
Yeah,
got no AC, it's a big blob.
it's a giant blob. Giant, very slow blob.
Do I
Oh,
do I roll again, see if I can get a crit?
You had advantage.
I do get advantage. I've hit twice, let's see. Not 20!
Hey.
So the first one just hits and the second one's a crit.
Excellent. So you can do your damage if you want to.
I will.
Okay. Just remember,
Bashing.
Falch,
Yo,
the giant Falch.
I know. I've got giant smite, so
You've got big ass legs.
I get plus Plus D6 on the first attack, which
Yeah,
was,
works.
the first attack wasn't the crit.
Nope.
So, there we go. First attack is 14 slashing damage.
Alrighty.
Second attack. So that's 6, 13, 18 slashing damage.
Excellent. How do you want to do this?
Hey!
Nice. As I move around to flank,
Yeah.
like one of the kind of pseudopod things comes and tries to grab me, and I just go
Yeah.
slash it out and then put one right through like the middle of the block.
Nice. So you as it's flailing around in its death throes, aiming to hit anything it can, and it swings out towards you. You manage to knock it to the side and use the momentum as you carry the slap thing to spin around and slash through it and then bring it back again, just to carve like through half and then half again, so you get all the way through and pull back and like almost like Zorro. You just the before it can before the acid can begin to dig into your sword, it is flicked off, and rather than like a spray of blood or anything, it almost looks for a minute like it reforms, but it doesn't. It sinks in on itself and begins to almost liquefy, sizzling the palate and the rocks underneath it in a wave of acid that you all very quickly step back the fuck away from, because it is, oh god, acid on the floor. Not ideal. Burning through the piles of metal, and very, very quickly burning through the piles of metal that was left on the pallet, leaving the rock and the wood itself intact.
Where did that come from?
Your guess is as good as mine, but if the dockmaster's anything to go by, it's been here for a good week or two.
Is there any cracks in the floor underneath?
Oh, great.
Doesn't look like it. Not in this particular area.
Can I check? I know you said there was like sewer entrance, like grates.
Right.
Yeah, they're not
Any of
sewer
those?
entrances. They are.
They like run off.
Yeah.
Great.
So it's where like water would be like poured to be reused in where it's like where the forging areas are, like the cold water would be poured over or something would be dipped in to solidify it. And then once it's been like the water's been heated up to a point of useful, it would be poured down these grates and collected and reused once it had cooled, that sort of thing.
Should we check around the area, see if like any of the grates or doors are
Compromised?
well corroded?
Sure.
If this thing melts anything but rocks, then
I'm
it'll leave a trail somewhere.
I'm going to suggest that Bram uses index to cast detect magic.
Okay.
Just see if there's anything around.
Bram's
That is
landed.
us.
Bram's
It's
landed,
magic.
by the way, she's right there.
Okay. Bramley uses her necklace and casts detect magic. Can't see anything, guys. Just normal stuff.
It's half expecting another invisible art scope.
Mine.
Not yet.
Maybe something.
Yeah,
Can I just investigate the ore pile? What's left of it?
Yeah, sure. Roll
Has
investigation.
everything been kind of dissolved on it? Is it just bits of rock now?
Roll investigation, I guess.
10.
Yeah, it's
So yeah, just a straight up 10.
yeah, that's fine. It's pretty easy to see that a good portion of the rocks have had the ore munched through. Your chunk of cold iron is nowhere to be seen. And not only that, but the acid from the leftover of the ooze is still dissolving some of the metal in the ore where it was all piled up and where the monster just kind of and liquefied.
I know the
It
iron.
hasn't the acid in the monster hasn't neutralised from being killed, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
In that regard.
I know the cold iron is gone, and
Yep.
does it look like it's started at the top, like fallen on it, or does it look like it's come up from the bottom?
It is too difficult to tell because you blew it up.
Oh yeah, fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's everyone else
It's
doing
dead,
at
innit?
this point?
By the way, has anyone got a charger
Sam.
for the phone?
No.
I'd like to see if I can
I don't know.
investigate them
Well, that's on 4%.
points of entry, sort of. Like where it might have come from.
Okay. Sure. I'd say roll Arcana. Or no, actually roll survival.
Ugh.
So
Ugh.
yeah, you're trying to do tracks and things.
Huh?
Figuring
I
out.
am proficient at survival. Somehow. What am I proficient
I
at?
don't fucking know. It's your character.
Made it long ago.
Some of the resin hasn't cured properly, so it might
Yeah.
be slightly.
But I'm all shit.
Okay.
So that's left.
Okay, you can't really tell, given that you didn't see it until it was in your face attacking you,
Well,
and there wasn't really
Literally,
any
the
immediate,
inside
like,
of the lid, I didn't
it was
want
clearly
I
like,
just poured it on.
it was
put the
clearly
UV
invisible, you
light
know
on
that
it
much.
until it's set. And
That,
use more resin
and
to
you
do
didn't
more.
even notice that it was in the area until it set off your alarm spell. So, while you're all kind of like looking around,
Just before we do
and-
this, can I get an empty potion bottle and get a sample of the use if possible?
yeah, sure, you can be in the process of doing that.
Yeah.
Well, as you're all like doing your bits,
Careful.
roll just for fun. Roll a survival check.
All of us? Oh, me?
Where's
You're harvesting. Yeah, you're harvesting from a creature.
Natural.
God.
-2.
You
Yeah,
now have
so-
3 fingers on one hand.
No. So this it doesn't just dissolve metal. Apparently, it dissolves glass, as you find out very, very quickly.
Ah.
And it burns into your hands as well. So you take another. Fucking hell, 11 points of acid damage. And we rolled 2d6.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I rolled a 5 and a
Jesus
6.
Christ.
Well,
The
thanks,
dice
John.
decided
Is it,
fuck
hang
you
on, are
specifically.
they Magnus dice that you just rolled?
No, I rolled one of the sharp edge dice and one of the pointies that I had.
They're horrible.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got the hit points.
God damn.
Fine.
Don't worry, you got 9 hit points from boss, so you're basically where you were before
Yeah, net
session
positive, it's
started.
fine.
I've shrunk.
That Mario.
Oh, what's that the other day? The movie? Boss.
But
I think
as
really
you're around doing your various bits of business, you hear a commotion from the front door, or like from the gated entrance to the workshop yard, and as you're all kind of like gathering yourselves and grabbing your weaponry and things like that, the gates are pushed open. You see a very frazzled looking diligence with a few of the town guard
Oh.
as well.
Bram, you actually went.
Who all look on high alert. Who all look on high alert. Diligence looks very, very worried. And the guards are all weapons ready, expecting something horrific. Having apparently heard a massive explosion in the refinery.
That's Shatterbear chance.
So,
No, it was the explosion.
Apparently didn't go for
Don't make
the.
fact, but
Yeah, Bram didn't go for help.
Oh, I
Apparently.
think. Kaboom.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
What the hell are you doing
What
in
are
my
you
factory? What's happening?
Improvising.
Okay.
killing the suit.
We
What's all this mess?
we figured out what's been taking all the metal.
And we killed
And
it.
we killed it.
That's very good. It sounds like you've also killed my factory.
No. It was
No,
only
it's
a
Factory's back to
it was a
operate.
contained explosion. It's fine.
Contained explosion.
I don't think there
Everything
is such
is
thing. It's a fucking explosion.
Listen, the only thing that's dead in this room is the monster that was eating the metal. Everything else
That took my 2 fingers.
is
And all my
fine.
metals. Yes. Considering I can see bits scattered all over the place. Yes.
That was
No,
a
just the
donation.
power we make.
That was bait.
Power we make.
Right. We had to
We
lure it
had to
out
lure it
somehow.
out somehow, yeah.
And then you exploded everything.
Not
No,
how far.
just the monster.
Just the bits in the middle.
I can imagine not, but this monster you're sure is dead now, yes?
Yes.
You can
It's
see
not
its
completely-
remains on
Completely
the floor.
dissolved.
All I can see is wet rocks. What do you want from
I'm
me?
missing 2 fingers.
Where did you put them?
Yes.
It was some kind of ooze.
Okay. You did say that you thought it might have been loose.
Yeah. So some kind of ooze. We've I don't know what you'd say. Melted it. Just
Like
Dissolved
Killed
in
it.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Ruined it.
Yeah.
But
Oxidized it.
yeah, that's it. It's gone. It's
Well, if it was oxidized, I
it's
could maybe do
completely-
something about it. It's eaten. I can't do shit.
it's completely melted. But the residues left behind is still very
We
acidic.
did slip
All right.
past it.
Okay.
You might want to get your cleaning crew in here.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess so. I'm gonna
But-
overtime for this.
But hopefully
I got a
that
pair of flanks.
should be the end of the
You're
issue.
certain this is the end of it, yes?
Well, it's definitely the end of this one.
Don't think she
Well, how many are there?
I don't know. We've just arrived.
I thought you were supposed to be fixing it up.
We did.
We killed it.
Aw.
You killed this one, yes?
We did
You
all
Yeah.
do.
Very
said that
appreciative.
Did-
said that there's maybe more?
I didn't
We
say
don't
that.
know.
I said I could guarantee that this one is dead.
You don't
Well,
seem to be very appreciative of our efforts.
We killed those this one.
It'll just be the baby.
Well, I would have been very appreciative, except now I'm being worried, saying that there's more things.
Well, we can't
Alright.
guarantee
There's all
that.
kinds
We
of
can't
shit
be
all
sure.
over my place.
Well, listen. If
Would you rather this
and
problem
this isn't it
continue
because
for
we
a
don't
long
know,
time?
right? But if
Now it
there are
is.
still metals disappearing tomorrow
There's
or
more.
later tonight, we know there's another. But now that we are aware of what's doing it, it should be a lot easier to deal with.
Well, I hope so.
I require a snack.
Don't be upset. I'll help put the oars back or whatever's left.
Well, that's
I
not.
don't think there's very much left of them.
Shut up.
Oh, but I appreciate the offer. He gives a thumbs up to the guy. Says, "All right, guys. I guess there's no need to worry about explosions anymore. I hope."
I'll start tagging.
It was.
You
A
did know we
pocket
were
of
going to
gas.
try and face it. There's obviously going to be some kind
Well,
of...
I didn't think you were going to explode in the middle of my refinery.
We didn't explode.
It was a pocket of gas. It wasn't dynamite or any kind of high explosive. It was a
He
pocket
looks
of gas.
fine. What do you mean?
Makeshift item.
It was a necessary
Anyway,
procedure to deal with
It's
this
Let-
issue.
let
I don't
Make
think
shit
that's
back to
necessary.
that.
Quite aware.
let the powers that be know that we dealt with this one. If it continues, that is what they're looking for.
All right, sound. Well,
I tied you up. Do you want to go check another warehouse?
Well, do we know that there's been more disappearances tonight? Have there been any reports of
Just
stuff
this
going
one
missing
travelling
tonight besides this?
well, no. I just
I
woke
can't
up because some of the
An
guards there's a
explosion.
giant explosion in my factory.
There's been an explosion.
You've said that several times now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost as if that's a sticking point for me.
Listen, the factory is absolutely fine. Okay.
Listen, if you've done your job and you've done it well, then thumbs up. Thank you very much for your service. I appreciate it. Please don't blow my stuff up again.
Just for reference, this wet floor
Yes.
is wet.
No, I can see it burning through the acid there. The metals. Yeah. Not to worry. I know what acid smells like.
Do you know how to neutralize it? Get rid of it?
Oh yeah, we've got some stuff for that.
Okay.
This is a refinery after all.
Sure. Okay.
So,
I'll start cleaning up then.
yeah, he rolls up his sleeves. You see, he goes, he goes and grabs like a big, no, it's like a waxed baler top or top, whatever the way it is.
Yeah.
Sack of like powder, and he like hauls it over and begins like liberally applying it over where the acid is burning. And it starts neutralising the acid.
Yeah.
You see, it does fizz, but
Drinks have been
then
restocked, by the way.
Bizarre and bizarre.
I bet it's warm though.
They are a little bit. Good though.
Give it an hour or two and they'll be alright.
Very nuts.
And then as you're tidying up, he is inspecting the rocks and he's like chucking the ones that are fucking worthless now to the side and throwing the ones that still have some metal in them into one of the bins that you were hiding in.
Yeah, a big one.
But yeah. Fairly quickly, and Bramley sticks around to help with control water, and she like makes a little rain cloud thing
You
to
forced us to
wash
clean up
off.
with him.
No, I am.
No, we're offering.
Mira offered, and Bramley decided to help as well, rinsing away the residue paste.
To be honest with you.
You don't have to stay.
Well, ask me.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Listen,
Yeah.
I've inspired you, I'm off.
Yeah.
Do you think we should check the other fan?
Wouldn't hurt.
Maybe put speckles in one. Get some eyes on one at least.
Do we have a way of...
Depends.
I know you can cast message, but do we have a way of communicating across distance besides...
I can shout where you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Mira can probably shout the loudest.
No, I'm just thinking if they're helping clean up here, and we go and have a look at some of the other warehouses, just to...
The way to get the message over quick.
Yeah, you know,
Well, I could
more
leave.
slime, please help.
I could leave speckles. See,
That's a shout.
That's true, you speak for speckles,
Ah.
yeah.
as long as we're within a mile.
Yeah.
Fuck.
How close are the refineries to each other?
They're not close, but they're all
Less than a
in the
mile.
docks area.
Yeah.
So within walking distance.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So basically, it's where shipments would have been offloaded and immediately brought to the refineries.
I'll stay and clean
Okay.
up. You leave speckles here. You guys go scout out the others.
Yeah, go and investigate.
I'm happy enough for that.
I'll come on the investigation team.
I'll stay and help tidy.
Okay.
And then when I'm done, I'll come.
We'll,
We'll take Bob as well.
yeah, Bart can come with us. Sean, you coming with us to investigate?
And then when I'm done, me and speckles will come here.
Sounds like a plan. Bearing in mind, if you guys do stay up through the night, you will gain a point of exhaustion.
Okay. So that's -1 on...
Point of exhaustion is disadvantage on skill checks.
Oh, no, let's stay. I just see. Hey, it's been.
Sean says, sounds like a plan.
Alright. Well, what time is it at the moment, roughly?
Right now, it's probably 2 or 3 in the morning.
So if we did go and investigate, probably not getting to bed till near 5 or 6.
I don't mind staying up.
That's
Yeah.
If you went ahead to go and investigate and check around, I would say that you'd be up for the rest of the night. You'd be starting the morning with a point of exhaustion.
That's fine.
I don't mind staying up.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
I mean, it's part of the job.
I'll
It
stop at it.
is. The rest of the session is just skill check after skill check after skill check. Fuck hell. Like, shut this, I'm going to bed.
I'd rather get it dealt with as quickly as you can, really.
Alright,
Yeah.
do we need to roll for the other warehouses? Investigation, anything like that?
Well, what is your plan?
Um,
It's all well and good saying I go to investigate the warehouse. What
Alright,
do you do?
if we... Obviously we can't get into
Walk
them.
out.
Can we check for any signs of corrosion?
Okay.
Like
yeah.
metal
roll,
locks, hinges,
yeah.
grates, anything like
roll
that?
investigation.
15. Yeah, 15.
Okay, so diligences is on the northern part of the docks, whereas then it's just kind of heading down. So you're heading towards the second one for these investigations.
Okay.
If you want to split up further and go towards the most southern one, that's up to you.
Not
But
really
you
fancy
can always
splitting up more.
split the party.
Yeah,
Not as bad as
because that always works. Okay, so with a 15,
So
Next one.
you find the again, it's a similar sort of setup to it is a similar sort of setup to Diligence's factory, where it has a large courtyard, and then there is within sight of like the doors to the refinery. Looks as though the factory itself has been kind of closed off for the night, and it's just the work grounds in the front that you can see. This one looks like it's less. Diligence is more kind of industrious and like replicated parts, rather than what this one is. This one seems to be more kind of like Falchion. You'd be able to spy a couple of what's the right word? Like casts for swords and weaponry and that sort of thing, and you see a couple that would also match for various pieces of armament. So this looks to be more of a, not necessarily industrial, but a factory for that's more towards like geared towards kitting out for garrisons and armies and things like that. This looks like this
mass-produced kind of armory.
This
Giant
is like
smith.
kind of, yeah. Like if say for instance, if a city needed was setting up a new army and wanted more, this would likely be a good place to go to for specifically made mass armaments or anything like that.
Okay. I'm going to just check around the.
But
the
scoping
courtyard.
around,
Yeah.
you see that there are pipes that lead off the wall towards the back, kind of like middle of the tall wall in the actual factory area, that lead off underground. But you don't see, like, walking around the entire area, you don't see any noticeable signs of corrosion or anything along those
Did you
lines.
say
On the floor, what is there, like sand or gravel, anything like that on the floor?
In the
Just
in the work area, or
in,
around the.
just in general, like, you know, is
Okay.
the.
Well, there is, given the proximity to the coastline, there is a bit of sand that's been blown in over time
Yeah.
and has just kind of settled. Like, you know, like when you, like, if you go down to Crosby Marina, there's just like kind of sand in the
Bits of
grass.
sand in the cracks between the.
Yeah,
the
just
pavements,
like,
that's
yeah,
right.
where like all the dirt's collected sand and you just got gritty grass.
'Cause- okay.
So there's that sort of thing to it. In the courtyard itself, it looks like it's like a sand as well, not gravel or sawdust or anything that looks to be sand
No,
as well.
'cause, I was just thinking if there was gravel or like loose stones somewhere, I'd like to grab a handful
Yeah, can do.
and then just throw them into the courtyard.
Okay, yeah, you do so.
Alright.
And scatter a few. You hear a couple of clings as they hit off the various casts that are still sat in the courtyard area.
Did
Well,
you say
The thing is, I'm thinking if this thing is invisible before it attacks, stones won't dissolve in it, so it'll just stick. So we'll basically have a visual reference of where it is.
Did you say the main bell is closed?
Yeah, like the entire thing's closed off. Like how you can see the courtyard, but it is gated and shut the same way that Diligence's was as well. So like you can peek in and it's a big gate. Like the gate's probably about the length of this room to kind of like allow easy access for carts and people. So like the gate itself is big and while the bottom bit is solid and it has almost like a dustpan edge to it behind, so it like sweeps the sand backwards. It's the majority of it is railinged, but yeah.
Had red black. Not windows, but like any areas that I could maybe see through.
I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you could climb the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got Lale before you go, and I hand him a couple of stones. Just
Okay. You now have a pocket full of pockets.
Pockets.
Yeah, you can climb the wall if you want to. All right. So Lyle, without much preamble, decides to climb up the wall. She doesn't even need to hop back and forth. She can just climb.
Assassin's Creed.
Jackie can.
Yeah. So yeah, she climbs up the wall.
Lands in the pit.
Roll a perception check, will.
Can't even see one of them.
40.
14. Okay. You don't notice until it's too late that the top has a row of kind of anti-climb protections where it's got like a thin reel of barbs along the
Vandal
top.
paint.
So you don't realise until like you're working your way up, like
Yeah,
your fingers in the
close.
cracks, you reach up and grab the top, and you take 3 points of piercing damage as your
I just
palm
stuck on the top.
lands right on top of the row of spikes there. So
Thank you.
3 points.
3 points.
Yeah, I'm down watching him climb up, and I just go.
Yeah. Yeah, Lyle whips her hand back and you can just
Fuck.
yeah, you just see that there's a bit of blood on the palm of her hand.
You okay out there?
No.
Fuck you.
Still going for the top.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh,
Yeah, Lyle pulls herself over the top.
I'm still not with you guys.
Great.
I'm still cleaning. Me and Bradley are still cleaning.
Can I go inside to make like refinery?
No, that is locked off.
It's like we're open windows on the side. So
There looks like there's vents around the top.
that's victory.
Probably not. You're fairly slim, but it's just to let hot and heated air out.
Did you have the fish market?
Basically a vent.
Pretty much, and they are around the top, like good ways, but probably anticipating that there's a chance someone might try and climb up and in.
It's a lock I can pick
What are
together.
you and Bard up to at this point?
There
Because
is.
you're with us, aren't you?
Encouraging this one to pick it up.
I would first of all hate to check it for traps.
Okay. Roll
Explodes.
investigation.
It's a mimic.
Sean,
Smells.
you're supposed to be with us doing this. What are you doing at the moment?
You stand at the gate with you.
Sam.
20
Just like
26. All right. So with that, as you and it's a very dense sort of lock that heavily built into the actual doors itself of the refinery. They are like big sliding doors, so like during the day while it's away, the entire thing would be open. This has like a big dense sort of overlapping area of metal which has the keyhole built into the thing itself rather than like a loose padlock or anything like that. And it is remarkably tricky to unlock this lock, but you do manage to.
Imagine if we were arrested now.
Imagine.
I'll slap it out. Just not for if needed.
Stop, girl.
stop.
Fairly stocky drunk blood to get through.
Okay.
Oblivion God.
And go in and see if I can find any walls.
They'll pick
Right.
Alright.
the,
Yeah,
the-
sure. Roll me an investigation check.
We didn't ask.
That'll be 29.
No, you didn't. You absolutely didn't.
They're bouncing up on the roof.
How much was that, sorry?
29.
29.
So we're
Alright.
Private.
Looking
yeah,
around
we're just
the
waiting
area,
around.
you
Oh.
do find
27, so
27. Alright, well that affects it massively. No, but looking around the area,
Just a
you do
casual
find
thing.
Oh, yeah.
that while Diligence's
I could do
had
that,
See? Look.
Diligence's had his
Cameras off.
refinery had like 6 of these enormous stone basins over
What,
big
give you a 4?
pits that would melt the whole thing at once. This one looks to have about a dozen smaller ones, similar setup but much smaller for perhaps like more specific amounts of various like alloys and things like that. So it'd be like, well, you know, we want X amount of uniforms made out of this, so you'd need to. So it looks like to be, well, it is still industrial. It looks to be more fine-tuned to the smaller orders than big, massive mass production that Diligences is for. You do find off towards the right-hand side of the factory, there does seem to be like another barred and locked off area with a large kind of like heavy metal shutters that fold down. They've got like slats on. Sorry, I've got Dr. Pepper and bacon, and so I keep baking. I'd rather not do like Mike ASMR babes.
There's definitely a channel for that.
They're probably
Yeah, OnlyFans exists for that.
yeah. Like, you know, if there's channels for queefs, then there's definitely channels for babes.
Is there channels for queef?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, there 100% is.
Listen, if Ricardo Avocado can have a successful OnlyFans, anyone can.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, to be fair, he's actually doing really well now.
It's weight loss.
He's
Yeah,
lost loads
Yeah.
of weight. He was one of like the mukbang channels, and he used to, when he first started,
Oh,
he was
yeah, I
like
remember.
vegan, and he
Yeah.
was like
Super
dead,
skinny.
super skinny, dead healthy, super like,
But then he realised that
Body-conscious.
sort of stuff didn't
But-
get the views.
yeah, literally, and so he
Crazy
started
shit
like,
and being wild.
It's a
Yeah.
full rabbit hole.
yeah, it's man, dude went fucking crazy.
Off the
But I think he got into
His
like
husband
some
left him.
he got into like some fake internet beef with Moist Critical, and
Joke with Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Like
and
Charlie.
God, I've been watching him for ages.
Same.
so he got into some like fake internet beef with Charlie over it, and Charlie was just like, I mean, I'm just kind of worried for the detail.
Yeah, super
And, like,
casual. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, just like kind of reasonably responded to it, and then
Yeah.
the beef fell off, and
He's
so
got his
this-
life together, yeah.
yeah, Nick got his life together, so he's actually doing really, really well now.
I didn't know he'd done what he was doing well.
Yeah.
Loads of weight now, yeah. You
Yeah.
can see the difference in his face.
Yeah.
Last I
it's-
heard,
it's-
it was suddenly was off the rails.
Oh yeah. Well, that was
He's
what his
back on the
career
rails
was.
now.
Yeah. He's found new rails, and they're better than before.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I never really watched or got interested in internet beef.
I know when he first started and he was all vegan, he had a very cute pet parrot who used to be in his videos.
Yeah.
He's probably eating that already.
Yeah. He might have done, to be fair.
All for the views.
Yeah, but
Content.
well, he's
I mean-
doing better.
I mean,
now,
he's made the money.
I only hear about internet drama from Charlie. That's
See the one I like watching.
yeah.
I don't
Just because
mind
he's so
the-
down to earth.
Yeah, I don't mind the drama, but I used to like his Let's Play videos more, to be honest, when he used to play
I gotta
weird
get that.
fucking games.
He still does. What was it?
Isn't as much as he used
I
to.
don't know this
He
guy.
still does. He's like a really big Twitch streamer, but he's on YouTube as well.
He gets called Critical on YouTube, but his actual
Yeah.
channel name is like
Penguin
Penguin
Zero.
Zero or something
Yeah.
like that.
I've probably
Penguin
come across
Z,
it.
I'll probably yeah.
He's an old one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's been going for a long
He's got
time.
his own like esports ring as well now, hasn't he?
And he was
With
in a movie,
Ludwig.
wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in Hunger Games.
And
It's
his own movie.
Was
as well.
he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
It's the scene in
He
the
was-
hospital. You can
Yeah,
see
he
the
was
back of his
hospital
ear.
helper #1.
You can see literally the back of his ear.
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
funny. And he did a whole thing about how the Oscars were a farce because he never got called up. This is how you can tell Hollywood's corrupt.
His voice is iconic.
So you young lad as well, don't you? Any fairly young?
Yeah.
Like late 20s, early
Something like
30s.
that, yeah. I
Anyway,
think my
We're getting off topic
yeah, I
again.
know, but my favourite video I think that I watched of his was when they were trying to shoot potatoes into an air fryer basket to chip them, and then have them fall into the oil to cook them. So that you can just make fries from a fucking, like...
My favourite was it when I played the Silent Hill PT when that came out.
Nice.
That was very fun.
So yeah. Yeah, you do see that towards the back there is like an office area, and then towards the right there is an area with like a large doorway that has like metal kind of slatted over it with locked to the wall. You assume that would likely be the storeroom.
How many D6s do you think I could stack in one go?
Before I knock them over.
Now I was gonna say maybe 6 before Chris gets to them.
Can we knock
So-
them over and I'll just like give me all your D6s and I'll see how high I can get.
No. I promise nothing.
I have one.
I promise I won't knock them over.
It's
Yeah.
Until.
the very signs it through that bit of walls being that's a rock.
Oh, that's a wrecking
Roll investigation.
12.
Okay, well, round the main area itself, it
that's all
doesn't
my
seem
D6.
to have very much ore left out at all in like the main factory area. So if there is any ore that's been munched on, not out here.
Alright, well, I'll get back up.
Okay.
I'm gonna lock the door.
During this,
Oh,
Oh fuck. The gods. Halt, you're under arrest.
Stop, criminal!
like to see it catch.
well, they don't need to catch you. You will have 2 very slow people out there in heavy armour.
I mean,
I'll put on the disguise necklace immediately.
You're not there, Mabel, are you?
I am,
Yeah,
Are you?
yeah, like was that.
Like a business.
Apparently.
Well, it's
You've got to keep it like a bunch of disguise character.
yeah, like him.
come on, bro.
So, while you're waiting outside for Lyle, loitering at these gates,
That was a cheeky laugh then.
loitering at these gates, you hear the clangs of heavy footfall as guards begin approaching your location at
What
speed.
should be more in Star's refinery? They would just crash over belongs to
hasn't
your
got a
dad.
refinery.
Imagine it belongs to his dad.
That would be funny. That would be very funny.
Passion, you broke into my
In fact,
refinery.
not
you
for
are
you,
such a
mate.
disappointment.
You see,
No.
see drinks get
It's possible.
To be fair, with Fulgen's perception, he might have missed it.
I'd see.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have cared.
To be fair, I did get a 15 on the investigation. I would have probably noticed something.
You may have.
Does anyone have any D6s to donate to my cause?
So go on, guards, approach at speed.
They do. Weapons at the ready as well.
Oh boy.
You're not here, you're cleaning up. You've got a mop.
Yeah.
No, that's my voice on the wind.
Somewhere Mira laughs at your misfortune.
Me didn't see it happen.
She doesn't need to know. She's got a 6th sense when it comes to party suffering.
Slight tingle.
While we've been waiting for Lyle
Yeah.
to get back to us,
Yeah.
Bar and I just rolling the
Playing
cigarettes.
rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah,
Play the spoons.
Lane, oh, this is a metal one for the top. Heavy.
rock, paper, shears.
Oh, no.
Hey!
So go on.
Oh well.
You should really save the metal one for the base.
Yeah, well the metal one came to me last, so.
Skill issue.
Metal boy. Mine.
So, you see with them a somewhat weedy looking gentleman. He's thin, kind of like almost like pulled face, very kind of
Like gaunt.
not quite gaunt, but just seems like the jowls kind of like extended, got a very pointed chin, sort of sharp features. What the fuck? Can't believe you've maimed one of our friends like this.
Sure.
They got bloods.
You look surprised.
No, that looks about Sean's regular height as well. And he's on his usual little chair.
It's short, yeah. It's what's going on.
Yeah. Sean's reaction to, don't worry guys, I got this.
What was the name of the? Is it Diligence? The
Diligence.
guy who owned the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
No,
just
the
a
tiefling
proxy
who owns
bad.
the-
I wouldn't
the
broke it
forge.
into anywhere.
So go on.
Yeah, he's got a looks to be wearing like
Is he human?
yeah, he does seem to be older in his years. He's got like a bit of grey around the temples and like streaked through the hair, which is kind of seems to be have been like rapidly pulled up into something of a neat ponytail. A small pair of glasses perched on his nose as he hurries after the guards. Looks to be wearing like a robe and slippers, as if he'd just flown out of bed. And you see the pant legs of pajamas underneath. The guards immediately approach you three loitering at the gate. Pretty much. What's your business here? What are you doing outside the factory?
Loitering.
Yes, loitering with intent.
Causing problems on purpose.
We're investigating a disappearance of some metal, sir.
We're aware of what's going on. What have you got to do with it?
We have been tasked by the city guard to find out what is causing this.
We are the
Bring it
city
to an
guards,
end.
sir.
Excellent.
We've
Then
not
you'll know all about it.
We've not tasked you with anything.
Who attacked us?
No, no one attacked us like him.
As he had a bit much to drink,
A
perhaps.
little bit. I apologise to my friend.
Ignore the call, no.
We were hired by
You know the short dwarf.
we were hired by the harbour master and Vigilance, who owns the factory.
Diligence.
Diligence, sorry.
Constant vigilance.
Same fucking word. The antonym in the other factory.
While we're having this conversation, the metal in this building could be being dissolved.
Ignore my friend, please. Yeah, we were hired by them to try and figure out what's been taking the metal, which is obviously an issue in the city at the moment. It turns out we stumbled across an ooze that was dissolving the metal as it was passing through it.
I
Now,
see.
we've-
So why are you at this factory if you were helping out Diligence's factory?
One-
While this conversation is happening, the thin, reedy man has gone and unlocked the front of the factory.
Is that where
Gates.
you are inside?
He's opened the gates into the courtyard, and you see, the doors here have been unlocked. Quickly, guards, there is someone sneaking in. I suspect foul play. And
Have I heard anything?
you are deep in the factory, so I'd say roll me a perception check because you're focused
Don't
on
get a one.
investigating.
Probably.
3.
That will be a 12.
I'm going to say no, you're busy investigating at this point. So
I'll,
two of the guards immediately begin
Look out for the
heading.
prison.
Two of the others are staying with you guys, and the reedy man follows the two inside.
I
Shuffling up the
watched the guards head towards it and I'm like,
Just picture.
as
Brad.
I watched it, I'm
Paper
still
in his
explaining
house,
to the guards why we're there. It's like we dealt with
Yeah.
the ooze, we thought we'll check out if there's any signs of corrosion in any others, if there's any more oozes. That's why we're here.
I see. You didn't think to bring this up with any of the other factory owners or with the guard?
Honestly, I thought Diligence had, and also we're working on behalf of the harbour master who asked us to investigate.
Diligence is not this. These aren't owned by the same people. You understand this is an entirely separate business.
Again, we are new to the city. I did not know how it worked.
All right. So while this is happening outside,
Translation. Whatever the f you did.
while this is happening, Lyle, you hear the doors to the main refinery area being pushed open. You hear the clanking of armour, which at first you think, how the fuck did they get in?
It's those dreams.
And then you hear a very unfamiliar voice saying, "There's definitely someone in here. My spell went off. I'm certain someone picked this lock."
Oh no!
Hello, spell.
Haven't we just used an alarm spell as well? Weird that.
Yeah.
Weird.
Weird enough. Other people have the same spells.
Who'd have thought?
Question. It's the where current stuff that I can hide.
There are plenty of places that you could try and hide.
Then I would like to try and hide.
Alright. I'd like you to roll me a stealth check then.
You usually roll great. What's
that
going
roll?
on?
19.
19. Okay. You know what? I'll use my amethyst
That was
that I got for my
nice for
birthday.
me.
Ah, do you have any then what's it called? Inspirations?
No.
Forget God, forget God.
If I get caught, I'll run.
No, I fly.
Ah yes, I will do a specklage.
Don't you get like plus to your stealth because of the cloak?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
Rolled 6 and 8.
No.
Yes. So Lyle, as you duck down into like the shadows and kind of hover towards the back as you hear like the sounds of heavily armored individuals beginning to walk in and around the area, and you're like, that's all right. I'm sticking into the shadows, kind of like towards like the further back corners, thinking that the shadows will obscure you. Only for as they get deeper into the refinery, they tap the little insignia on their armor,
Oh, so
and the insignia begins to cast light like a spell, and they immediately catch you in the corner, raise their arms at you, and say, "Halt!"
Who goes that?
No, they don't care who goes there.
Stop,
They
go
just
now.
stop.
halt, not move.
You're the people. You're the person who's broken in here. You'll be taken in for questioning.
This is like the close.
Come to check on your.
Taking the habit signs.
They are approaching you with cuffs.
Oh shit!
Come on, Lyle. Spill blood.
Nailed and arrested.
Spill blood. I will not pay the fine run.
You'll never take me alive. That cheese reel is too good.
Question. Do I have sight out the door?
Not clear sight, but it is. You know where it was. This factory's a lot busier in terms of like the floor space than Diligence's was. Diligence's had like the huge refinery stations. Off. And text from spam. This has like easily half a dozen, maybe more, of these refinery stations set up, so it's a lot more cluttered and harder to see the entrance. Especially considering you hid at like the furthest corner.
Thing is, if I get arrested here, they might know that I'm wanted. In the
That's it.
Yay!
That just means backstory.
That is true.
I'm in prison.
No, you're not. I'm in prison.
Lyle's in prison. I'm in danger.
They are going to cuff you. Do you allow them to?
I'm gonna hold my hands out. Weird way to treat somebody who's been pointed to help the situation, but okay.
Say that again, sorry.
It's a weird way to treat someone who's trying to help the situation.
Oh, right, okay.
At the moment, we're just treating someone who's broken into a factory with all due caution. They clap cuffs on your wrists and begin leading you out.
Shit.
As you guys are talking to the guards at the door, you see Lyle being brought out by the two guards in cuffs. you see the greedy little man following up at a distance, because stranger danger. The guards see that, and they begin to pull their own cuffs out. Say, you'll need to be brought in for questioning.
Whoa! Can I
1
cast
second.
invisibility?
When you cast the invis.
With the wizard that's clearly right there. Shenanigans!
She's like, nope. Got it.
Okay.
This sounds hilarious. I'm gonna do it.
You drop
Okay.
in disguise.
Sure.
So, hang on.
Well, before you get into, as you're saying, hang on.
Yes.
I'd like you to roll stealth with advantage, Miggle. Actually, first, I'd like you to roll a sleight of hand check.
Semantics.
Okay.
Semantic components.
Sleight of hand check.
Yes.
Ooh.
This doesn't interfere with this battle. As I'm being dragged up by God, I'm gonna go to Speckle. So I'm literally just being dragged.
Okay.
I'm gonna go around flap in front of me.
Your feet is just like
Yeah,
dragging
you
them.
see
What?
Speckles, Speckles, the little fairy dragon,
Pick the last of the order.
is making very panicked sounds and like landing on your head and like biting at your hair to pull and like
What?
What do you want, small
Panic.
creature?
like
Flash on the
it's gonna start flying like little Timmy's fallen in the well, which isn't far from the truth.
Can I interpret this?
Roll insight.
Yeah.
At least it's not a wisdom check.
It is. Insight is
Inside
wisdom.
wisdom.
Is it?
Yes.
That is a 7.
Nice.
Go away, creature!
This
Oh, yeah,
thing's just
busy here.
irritating. You're kind of tired at this point. So
Oh.
you're cranky.
Fucking
What
hell.
the fuck?
I'm going with the
Um,
club. I leave the. I end up leaving
Well,
the
Bradley
result.
rolled a 3.
Yeah,
She's fucking true!
I know! She rolled a 3 on her insight!
Shoot! Plus 2.
I don't know. No, so it's like an 8 total.
I was gonna
No,
say
she
shot.
rolled a 3, so there's not much I can do about
In which case,
that.
I open the door and I go back in.
Yeah. So, yeah. Diligence gives you a couple gold each to get a few drinks as thanks for helping him clear up.
I say, keep it for your compensation.
Thank you very much. I appreciate all the work you put in.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Have a good
I'll
night.
see you in the morning.
Oh God, I hope not.
You too. I was only being polite.
Struggles of immune.
Yeah, and you guys.
Back
You
in.
guys head off to
Back
the
in.
inn.
Get a few drinks and go to bed.
This has happened simultaneously, so I'm hoping
Yes.
if I can turn invisible, I can run towards you.
So,
and hopefully find
what
you
did
on
you
your
get
way
for
out.
your
Sleight of
your
hand was
sleight of hand?
18.
18. Okay. Okay. So with that, Miggle turns invisible. I'd like you to roll stealth with advantage.
Okay.
Go on, leg him.
That's not very good.
Again,
Advantage.
advantage.
With
Roll
advantage.
it. Roll it again, you silly gnome.
Yes! That's a fucking 18! What was it for, sorry?
Stealth.
Stealth.
Plus dex.
Plus dex.
Oh, okay. Plus
I
5.
Well,
So,
it-
23.
23.
Yeah, 23. All
I'm
right.
fucking invisible!
Well,
Just it.
at this point, I'm gonna ask for those those at this encounter. I need an initiative check to see how things are
Sean,
gonna
initiative.
shake out. So I need Sean, Falchion, Miggle, and Lyle to make.
Of course now, roll a fucking 19.
Yeah.
Hold on, this is technically a
What did you get?
5.
19?
24.
I didn't.
Where is my OG Doom music?
Okay, so you got 24. So I assume you're gonna be at the top.
Oh, I'm about to drop you right in.
Are you actually gonna cross him up? That's bad.
No, no, no.
Hang on, you're doing what? I haven't done anything.
Now, well,
I'm not the one jumping up fucking buildings and breaking locks.
Yeah, they were
I'm
gonna.
not breaking
They said to you, we're gonna need to bring you in for questioning, And Miggle was like, oh shit! And invisible to himself after one of the party
Very on point.
was breaking into a
To be fair,
building.
Very on point.
Yeah, Miggle's very much fuck this shit, I'm out, you guys aren't with shit.
As he would be, to be fair. Yeah.
Right,
Fair play.
24.
Good job, Beck.
Alright,
Bex,
we've
what
got
did you get?
20 to...
12.
We've got 20 to 15.
What did Sean get?
John.
10.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
In
Got
this
you
case,
slush.
I'm going to 20.
You got a 12, you got a...
9.
Okay.
Right, literally right after bar.
Yeah.
This is fucking hilarious.
12.
I was going to go for the third
Alright,
warehouse as well.
so-
Until you fucking about.
Lyle, as you're brought out, you see the guards turn round to your friends and say, we need to bring you in for questioning. Miggle immediately, like, even though he's got his disguise on, the expression still kind of like is translated. You see the fake Miggle's face kind of panic, like, oh, fuck no.
I've got the most to lose. If I get grassed up to the next city, I will be back in prison for the rest of my known days.
Miggle vanishes. And the guards are all immediately like yelling in surprise, Lyle, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Going to go quietly.
Why are you going to work?
Yeah.
Well, not quite. Willingly is the way.
No. Willingly, but not quietly.
Can't believe I'm getting locked up. Helping your sister out.
Yeah, I mean, if we tip off, oh, we know Morningstar, you know, we've been talking about Morningstar.
Shut up,
First
you're
off-
invisible, it's
First
not
off,
your
you're
turn.
invisible.
I
Sure.
know, I'm just
Be quiet.
messing out of character.
This is what we get for helping out dress case.
Right, let's see.
You know what? I'm this close to just fucking off and leaving all of them.
Good luck, you're in
Tries
cut.
to break into
I'll
a
fucking
building.
walk. I don't care at this point.
You're in cut.
Right. So what do you do with your turn?
Actually, I can't believe you're arrested. Trying to help save this problem.
Okay. Let's see. So, next up is let's see, where is it?
This is like,
I'm trying to find the right.
this just reminds me of the cloak incident so much.
Yeah,
Wilkins.
yeah,
In our game with Dahlia and Schmack.
yeah. It's very much
We
like
beat
that.
up someone just because they were wearing a cloak and then we all got arrested.
I've killed
Apart from my character, who had diplomatic immunity. I ran off again
No,
and left you
diplomatic
all.
immunity this time.
Definitely.
I'm going to say, you just stare the pot and fuck off.
I didn't do anything, I was just watching that. Yeah, if we can try and help the metal situation, great. And then you just Spider-Man your way in and broke into a building.
And yet, not one told not to go.
Hang on, excuse me. You were already halfway up a bloody rooftop before we
To
even
be fair,
walked out here.
Falchion said, wait a minute, Lyle, here's some rocks.
Yes, you did.
What were the rocks even for?
To throw out and see if they stuck to me.
It's
See if it's
invisible.
stuck as
It's
a guy?
completely invisible until it reveals itself.
Well, it can be.
So funny.
Right, okay. So,
When I think it's going to go wrong in D&D occasionally, it can't all
So-
go perfectly. It's a good laugh when it goes
Yeah.
wrong.
Right, doesn't everything?
I know, it never goes right.
Usually
It never goes right, don't lie.
This is our biggest fuck up
I
in
don't
a
know what
while.
game you've been playing the last 2 years, but it never goes right.
This is our biggest fuck up in a while, definitely. Especially with my character. The risks right now for my character are bad.
So,
But Baxter.
But backstory.
exactly, but backstory. So, the weedy little fella who's been behind the guards at this point sees Miggle go invisible.
Oh no.
Pulls a wand out of his sleeve and says, I
I've
don't think
legged
so,
it.
sir.
I've legged you at this point.
You haven't, it has not been your turn in initiative.
Ah.
You went invisible, that was start of the initiative.
Do I get an opportunity to dodge out the way of his wand?
You don't know what he's doing.
I don't care what he's doing. I don't want his wand pointed
Well,
at me.
you'll get a. It's not pointed at you. He's using it as a spellcasting focus.
Okay.
As he casts a spell. So
Legos fault.
Why?
I wouldn't.
The fella who owns the buildings just
Has
whipped
just
the wand
pulled
out. Like,
out-
I don't think so. And cast something on me. Yeah.
He's not casting it at you. However, let's see.
Music's still playing.
I would like Miggle to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh, I can do that. So you just add your dex modifier to this, yeah?
Yes.
But that's it.
Dex save.
That's a fucking crit. A natural fucking 20.
Very
Plus
nice.
one.
Nice.
4.
Okay.
24.
So, the ground beneath your feet suddenly bubbles and turns
kill me?
slick
Yeah,
and
you're going
slimy,
Okay.
and your feet are now swamped by a puddle of grease.
Grease.
Oh, the grease.
Right.
Grease
Oh.
spell.
Does that just make you fall
Blast.
over or does it make you
Difficult
stuck?
terrain.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's difficult terrain.
With
You're
a
now
dex
stood
save,
in a
though.
puddle of. You've made the save, but it's not your turn yet.
Okay.
And at the start of your turn,
Half movement.
thing. Let's see. Okay, right. Miggle, it is your turn.
Oh, great. Okay. I'm going to very
Slip over.
carefully get away from this grease puddle.
Okay. Let's see.
One of grease. Greasy
I need
one.
you to make another dex saving throw.
Saving throw.
Oh, you're full prone.
That is a
Slip and
13.
slide.
13. With that, as you're trying to creep away, you all hear it as Miggle skids in the grease, falls on his arse. You are now prone in the grease.
Nice.
You can use the rest of your movement to kind of like army crawl out of it, but you are prone at the end of your turn. You
I will
don't
try
end
to
in
armor
there.
crawl out of it.
Yeah,
if I
you can do that.
Oh boy.
Go on, Mill.
As a bonus action, is there anything I can do?
You've got an action and a bonus.
How far are we from the other building? We were at quite far at this point. Or?
Yeah, it's like a big town, and you're all up and down the
I'll
coast.
just sleep by the time you get to me.
I can't cast
So
a
you-
spell
you're
without
permanent
dropping
above.
Yeah, that's
invisibility,
right.
can I? Okay.
No spells, no cantrips, no attack rolls.
Okay. Okay. I will. As my turn, is there anything I can do now?
You've
Is
got
it
an
that's
action.
my turn?
You've got an action.
I've still got an action.
Yeah, you've got your action. You've got your bonus action. Just as you were attempting to
You can
move
spend
out
your
of the
action to move
grease.
as well.
I could
Yeah.
cast Dimension Door and move a big fucking way as well. 300 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
it's 500 feet.
This
by
is
the
great,
way.
I'm getting 2 spells. All the utility spells.
You
that I
can
never
use
get to
utility
use.
spells anytime you want.
Yeah, but this
You
is a
just-
perfect situation for them. It's great, I love it.
Uncombat
I love
warriors,
fucking
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
imagine just bamf away.
I will cast Dimension Door and can travel up to 500 feet.
Okay.
So anywhere I can see within 500 feet that looks safe that they can't
Anywhere
see me,
you
maybe.
know,
Anywhere I know.
Oh.
you do not have to see with Dimension Door.
Is the
You just
tavern
have-
within 500 feet?
Probably not.
Is the other building we were at earlier with the dude we helped?
I'm trying to think
500
how
feet?
long 500. It's not that
It's not
big.
massive.
It's
No,
not
it's not
massive,
huge.
so it's probably not.
I'll see what it is
Oh.
in
If you think about it, Lael can move.
Have a good read.
Lael can move 90 feet. in
Any
6
other spot within
seconds.
500 feet range.
So
Exactly the spot
that's
desired.
30 seconds of running for Lyle, and she's
It can be a place you
catches up
can
with
see.
Miggle.
It is point.
A place you can see
0.09.
or visualise.
Yeah,
Point
Or one you
zero.
can
Not far at all.
describe without stating distance or directions.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
It's about 170 metres.
You can
I'll tell you
bring
what,
it
if you
along.
know-
it's not very far at all.
You know Garston Park?
Yeah,
You know from the start of Lifestyle Swimming Baths
Yeah,
up until the corner by the bus stop on the top?
yeah.
That's 500 feet.
that's quite far, really.
Yeah.
It's quite far in a chase. It's not quite far in terms of I want to be on the other
You
side
can
of the
bring
city.
one willing creature of size smaller than you. I can bring Jim.
Yeah.
Yay!
Right. I'm trying to think of the best place to travel to then.
I mean, you've passed through the main. You can go anywhere within 500 feet here. So you could go further into like the city proper.
I will
You
head as
Towards
far
the
as I
street.
can
Yeah.
back towards Mira.
Easy enough to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you will
On the
see
floor.
as you hear. Yeah, you
The Minecraft fall music.
Yeah, you
Minecraft
hear
fall
Steve
music.
break his ankles. Yeah, you hear as this reedy fellow has said, I don't think so, sir, and spread out this puddle of grease where Miggle was. You hear this and a thud of old man boss hitting the floor.
When I travel
and
to
then-
this destination, I will try my best to do it outside to down a little alleyway, so
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can't
yeah,
see me up
that's-
the street 500
No,
feet
no,
away.
no, that's fine.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. There is from here where the docks are. It's more kind of followed the curve of the land, so there aren't very many straight streets
Right,
around the
yeah.
dock area.
That's
Those
fine.
It's
sidelines.
towards like the
Yeah.
city proper, further back, where
Right.
it's been built up and expanded.
Okay.
Where it's
I want to get out of sight, but as far
That
from-
is easy
far
enough to
towards
do
Mira
with
as I
that,
can.
but I just wanted to know a general direction of where
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
heading.
okay,
But yeah, no, you couldn't just teleport straight into your bedroom, for instance.
No.
Honestly.
I wish I did that in
Um,
real life.
God same. That would be so handy. Especially if I miss the bus by 5 minutes. I have to wait 55 for the next one. Horrific. But yeah, you all see Miggle, you all hear Miggle go, "Wah!" and panting. You can kind of see in the grease puddle where he's like scrambling forward on his elbows, and then he briefly turns visible as he like rolls over onto his back and casts a spell, and there's this purplish haze over him as he just falls through a door that opens up and snaps shut in an instant. You see him appear for like the briefest instant as he casts the spell and loses invisibility, and then he is gone.
Do I get any more action once I appear on
No,
the side?
your action is to cast the spell.
Okay.
You're on your back in like the
Any
mouth
more
of an
bonus
alleyway
action?
somewhere.
Nothing.
You've got a bonus
Okay,
action.
as my bonus action, can I change my appearance with the
No.
magic necklace?
No, that's not how that works.
Oh, why?
Because that's not how it works.
Can you explain to me how it does work? Is that an action to be able to change
You cast disguise self with the necklace.
it? Can you not change what you can be disguised as?
I don't think so.
Oh, because I've used other forms of it before.
You can choose different forms, but while the spell's going, and you can only cast with it once a day.
Oh, right, okay.
Doomslayer narrative.
Let's see.
Well, they've only seen me in my legging form, so maybe if I just turn back to Miggle. But then I'm also wanted as Miggle.
Yeah, the risk.
What?
Yeah.
What does
Yeah,
Pope
so
fly?
you make
Jim with a
so
moustache,
yeah.
no one
So
will notice.
disguise self it lasts in the form you choose, and you can only cast with this necklace once a day.
Right, okay.
And you can make yourself a size category larger or smaller, but obviously you still don't match up to physical appearance.
I'll be able to do that, but as a bonus action, can I look around for Mira in the distance? 'Cause I've gone as far back towards
Sure.
Mira.
Yeah. Well, I'd say you can just look around and get your bearings, and you kind of
Well,
have an idea.
Mira
Of
perception. Do I perceive?
Mira's not gonna. The Mira's not within perceiving range. Yeah, she's not within perceiving range. But you can like glance around to get a bearing of your surroundings. Bar, it's your turn. You're now being arrested because one of your party has fled.
Yeah, was getting arrested
And the other
before.
one was caught breaking and entering.
Yes.
which nobody said was a bad idea. Nobody. Not one of them.
Would it have stopped you?
I'm not. I can't.
That's not the
Be
question.
honest, would it have stopped
Sean
you?
91 is typing.
Type faster.
Damn it, lag. Oh shit. What the-
I am escape artist.
I
Shit out.
shit out.
You cannot find me.
No,
I was on delivery. Leave it in the safe space.
Oh boy, you sure can try and
Oh.
cast Calm Emotions.
Go ahead, Sean.
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
I'd
Sean.
say
Make them friendly.
roll a sleight of hand check.
Or indifferent.
Yeah, they'd be indifferent at this point
Yeah.
because they're definitely
Hostile.
aggressive.
Pissed.
Yeah, I need a sleight of hand check because these guards are very much on alert, and if you try and cast more magic, they are likely to turn incredibly hostile.
Go ahead, Sean.
That's a 2.
Go ahead, Sean.
Hey,
4 out of 2.
so yeah,
Oh my
He's like, you got to
So-
take a pocket or two. No.
yeah, yeah.
Was
So
that the
you,
sleight of hand?
you just take. So you see Bar turn round to the. Do you need to step outside?
It's like-
okay. All right. So you see Bar turn round to the group, to the guards, and he's like, "If you just give me a minute, I can clear the air here." And he just grabs his holy symbol and just starts like beginning to cast a spell.
Oh my god.
If
A name of
the
the
guard,
Lord.
yeah, pretty much, in Gulbey's name.
Not very subtle at all.
No, not with a 2. You can't really be subtle with a
What was
2.
his name? Please calm the fuck down.
He set upon for thee.
He's the little Santo. No me padre. So as you turn around and begin casting, the guards immediately round on you, Bar, and begin
Chop his
to
hands off.
point their weapons at you, and it is likely that they will attack you if you continue to try and cast the spell.
Go ahead, Bart. No prisoners.
Do you want to take that chance
Oh, he would. You know he would.
as they
You
have
know
weapons
he
in your face, Mr. fucking
Cleric.
lawful cleric?
would.
It's mine now. Attack.
You okay?
I protect.
Yeah. Yeah, it's delivered.
I do
Clear
not
me that.
protect.
Oh.
I only
Do you
attack.
not have a safe space allocated?
Like a
that you
seal.
can put it in
It's
your
alcohol delivered.
alcohol delivery?
You
Yeah, the
snowflake needing a
Oh.
So they
safe
can't-
space.
They can't leave the shop. It's
Oh,
got hard
shit.
teach.
Nice.
Oh.
So as the weapons are pointed at Bar, he goes, "Not of the holy persuasion, I see," and lets go of his hands up. Falchion, it's anything you wish to do at this point?
Cry.
Come on, go.
I'm
Fuck this party, I'm leaving.
Weep for the bit of reputation that you'd had.
I was standing there. I'm watching him let out in cuffs. I watch him fuck off.
Literally,
Literally just peace out and just fucking
fuck
clear.
this shit, I'm out.
Bar trying to like brainwash the guards so he lets them go, and I just stand there and like.
Just take me in.
You are the disappointed dad of the party.
No, I'm just like.
These two
I turn
are
to the guards. I turn
table.
to the guards and I go. I feel I've explained myself already. I've told you what's going on, but if you have further questions, I'm sure we can clear this up. And
Yeah, and they clap cuffs on all of you at
Clap
this
those
point.
cheeks.
Clap them cuffs. So yeah, Bar and Falchion are put in cuffs and are
Mouthfuls.
led off with
So
Lyle
it's Lyle, Bar, and Falchion have been arrested. You two are back
Yes.
at the tavern.
asleep.
Okay.
And I-
Yeah.
Bram and
Oh,
Mirror
I
is
think
asleep.
by
You're
this
a
point you
massive
guys are
shithouse.
asleep.
Or
Miggles,
heavily
Miggles.
drunk.
Yeah, you're probably heavily drunk.
You won't be saying
Um,
shit. I was going to come back and
settling
save
down
the
to
day.
How are you
How
going
you
to
getting
save
your
the day?
straight to bed? She's gone. She's put a
Yeah,
curtain,
yeah,
face on, cucumber, bed.
You be saying shit out
curled
now,
up
but
with
I'll-
Ember.
You are a shithouse now.
Yeah, I'll come back
I'm in front of the
yeah.
fire, feet up.
Yeah.
What's
Listen,
the point of all of us being arrested?
listen.
Do you understand my
Look.
character? If my character gets
We're
arrested.
arresting you, they were bringing you in for questioning, as they said.
Yes, but then what if they found
Think
out
it's
I'm
time
wanted
for
in
a
the
break.
next town over? I'd be like,
We'll
oh
take a
yeah,
little
ship him back to Harry.
We'll take a little break.
See you in a bit, Sean.
guard arrested.
Yes, everyone's arrested except for Miggle,
Except for Miggles.
who ran away, and Mira and Bramley, who stayed to be helpful to Diligence,
And then went to get drunk.
and then got drunk.
And went to bed.
Mira got drunk and went to bed. Bramley
Just went to bed.
just went to bed after doing her usual nighttime routine of hair curlers in, face mask on,
Cucumbers.
eye cucumbers on,
Yeah.
bed.
Slept the
Yeah.
neck down.
57
Yeah,
pillows.
Oh yeah. There's more pillow than bed.
And not the ones you lie on.
With a single pea under every mattress.
And not the pillows you lie on, the ones you can't move to the end of the bed at the end of the night.
And when she wakes up in the morning, every single pillow is on the floor.
And the bed sheets.
Yeah, because she's just a chronic wiggler.
Ones that are asleep.
Pretty much. Like a dog.
Like Sam.
Yeah, exactly so. Except Sam,
But small.
Yeah.
Sam Hamill's asleep.
Not as cute.
You're lying there and you just hear Sam like howl at night in his sleep. But he's got like a very deep bark and a very deep howl, so it's like the gates of hell. So he's like, oh, you see, bless the angel.
That's so funny.
Bless the angel, he's sleeping. It's like little Mickey.
God. So.
Are we still in combat by the combat?
No.
No, cool.
Now, at this point, Miggle's gone.
Hey,
As you
Miggles
three
fucked
are led back to the to the guard station.
out. Nice.
This is you guys behind bars playing the harmonica.
Oh, right, it just says town. I didn't realise it would be Final Fantasy 1.
It's not terrible.
You do hear the guards pass on the message and pass on Legum's description as someone who has fled justice, clearly guilty having fled.
Not for the
do we
first
hear them
time.
saying we fled justice?
No,
We didn't
You
flee
haven't.
justice.
Miggle has.
Yeah, no, but do we hear?
That he's what is it?
Resisting arrest?
It's not resisted arrest because you weren't being arrested. You were being brought in for questioning. Suspicious individual on the loose,
Fleeing the scene.
fleeing the scene of a crime. Exactly, yeah.
Terrible.
Well, it is for a
Oh
member of the
boy, this
party.
is the consequences of my actions.
But do we
Said every bard to themselves at some point during the campaign.
do we hear?
Maybe
Yeah,
that
yeah,
happens me? No.
Shit.
What crap?
They haven't said crime. They've said fleeing the scene, like breaking in.
It's the crime.
Breaking in is the crime.
So that's me.
I wasn't
Yeah,
even
What's
inside
the rest of them?
Yeah, I know, but you guys were part of the same party,
A jury too. Accomplices.
aiding and abetting.
Like any of
I
those
don't know
lists.
what crimes are. I'm a good
If
person.
you don't know what crimes are, there are no crimes. We're free to go.
All right, Mister, I've been a retail customer. There's no price tag, so it must be free.
My excuse is
I
mistaken.
hate that speak.
Same. Felt like slapping every single one of them.
The what's worse? My dad is one of the speak.
Oh
So,
no.
yeah, let's go. Must be.
Fuck off.
I'm just stop there. Go.
See, when
You
people-
just got to turn around to the cashier and say, "I apologise for my dad." Every single time he says it.
Something. Bro.
See, I used to say to them, if they go, oh, there's no price tag, it's free, I go, no, it just means it's double.
Yeah.
What? You heard. And they soon stop it.
They'll like force. But yeah. So suspicious individual fleeing the scene of a crime. You can't really argue that,
This is
can you?
Miggle creeping
That's
around.
actually perfect, creepy Miggle music.
Yeah.
It's a perfect description. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Creepy little man.
Suspicious individual.
I'm just making notes of the actual song title, so it's Miggle's music.
Nice. You should make a Miggle playlist on Spotify and add that to it. but just add that bit
Tonight
like
there's
10
going to
times.
be a jailbreak. Right, is that Finn Lizzy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the little song.
That's the name of one of his girlfriends. From when he was younger. So yeah, you are all brought in to the guardhouse. You're led into one of the. It's not necessarily a nice room, but it's not a jail cell.
It's like a little holding cell sort of thing.
Yeah,
Communal holding cell.
like it's you know, it's not pissing a pot in front of the guards kind of holding cell, but it's not great.
What are you all
Your
doing?
cuffs are off, and you're pushed into the cell, sort of like left while they sort out business, I suppose. Let's reconvene with Miggle. You've just teleported away. You're slightly greasy and sweaty. In an alleyway. What are you
So
doing?
if they're back at the, if they're in the prison cell at this point, how long has it been?
No,
Or
no,
just
no,
going
they're-
straight
this
back
is-
into it.
This is as you teleported.
Right.
This is you now. What are you up to?
Okay. I will. Let's have a think. I'll roll perception initially to look around for any guards, and I'll try to hide in the shadows in the alleyways.
Okay,
and stuff
roll
like that.
perception then.
That's 15.
Alrighty. Now there are guards around, but
They don't know
these
about
areas
this,
don't
do
seem to be immediately on alert.
Okay, because it's just happened now.
Pretty much.
Okay.
There has been some disturbances tonight, so they aren't like wandering aimlessly like they usually
Okay.
might do on a quiet night.
I will try to
Um,
lay low, but at the same time act natural, so
Okay.
not to arouse suspicion.
Alright.
And I will hurriedly walk towards where I saw Mira last.
You can roll stealth or performance, your choice.
I'll do performance.
To be fair, it's much of a
Performance with a bard. Come on.
She's not proficient
That
in
was a
performance.
fucking one.
Should have done
As we've
stuff.
seen.
Should have done stuff.
Yeah, no. Miggle isn't proficient in performance.
You're a bard?
Now you chose deception and persuasion.
Fair enough.
He's more of a talker than a performer. Personally.
It's a +6 still though, so it's a 7.
That's what you get,
Natural
Francis.
one's a natural one, I think.
But I was only trying to act natural with a natural one.
Yeah.
Not a very natural one.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
At this point, they've got no reason to be suspicious of me.
No.
so I'm not
Well,
walking.
well, no, they didn't. But then they do see a very nervous-looking gnome, sweaty and greasy, striding very quickly through
4
the
o'clock in the
streets
morning.
at 4
No,
o'clock
it's
in
like
the
Empress
morning.
New Groove, you
Playing
know.
the accordion for no reason.
There is some note taken,
Empress New Groove,
although
Kron's got
they
Kushka
don't
in the back, he's like,
immediately
"Buh,
seem
buh,
to
buh,
be
buh."
chasing after you.
Okay.
No, it's Kronk. Kronk like that hand.
Yeah. Literally, yeah.
Right, okay.
We should all watch the Empress New Groove.
Yeah, we
Because I guarantee
Haven't you
Tara
never
hasn't
seen
seen
it?
it.
Yeah.
Tara's never seen anything.
Tara, that's what I mean. I guarantee Tara's never seen it, and apparently Matt
It's
hasn't seen it
definitely
either.
Matt,
I think
You're
Tara
an
has.
uncultured swine.
you disappoint me.
I disappoint me as well.
Yeah, drink
You're
so
the only
good.
one.
Such a good
My
film.
mum said
It's-
that to me
it's
all the
brilliant.
time.
It's so good.
First word that was spoken to me when I was 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
make my way towards where I last saw Mira. At this point, it may have timed well for when
Oh,
you were
what?
getting like.
Was there no
lashed out by
consequences
the
for the
fella.
one?
No, because you.
They
it's
have
probably
been,
around the time that
not
you
immediate
got
consequences
the
though.
fella let go.
They're not going to arrest
You
him for
go,
looking like
yeah,
a real
yeah.
sus weirdo in the streets,
Yeah.
you know.
Red sauce.
But he's definitely been noted, and his direction has been
Yeah, so they know the way I'm heading.
yeah.
Oh, you're so cool.
Yeah.
I will try to make my way back towards you, Brad, basically.
Okay, it's easy enough for you to get back to the town, especially like double moving. You've kind of thrown caution to the wind.
I just want to get back to the
Exactly. So you're pretty
Safety.
much like half jogging through the streets with your little gnome legs.
How?
I can still cast invisibility. I can no longer cast it at second level because you've done the second level spell cards, but I can upcast it to third,
Yeah.
so I can still use
Easy
it.
enough to
And
do.
And with that, I can also make somebody else invisible, so you're coming with me. You have to be willing, so it might be Bram, but so you can be persuaded.
Bram's a kid.
Yeah, I'm fast asleep.
She's getting a shutter.
No, I'm hoping at this point with how it's been timed, because the entire time we went doing that, you guys were still cleaning up. So I'm hoping we've
No,
timed it okay
they-
for when you've left the place to go back to the
Oh yeah,
town.
they're asleep in bed at the moment.
Is that how long we were gone for? Would they have to clean the thing up?
Yeah, and you have to walk all the way down to the next factory as well.
That was a while away.
So
Yeah.
I've headed back to the tavern then, and I want to meet you
You've
there.
gone to the factory, you've investigated around the factory, you've
Yeah.
snuck in, broke in,
Arrested. Dipped out.
the guards have turned
Yeah.
up, got arrested, you've dipped
Okay,
out.
so
So
I've gone back to
it
the
wasn't
tavern.
like the whole factory was a mess with diligence, and there was 3 of them working together on it. So
Right, okay.
and 2 of them were really, really strong, and Bramley was also there.
So I've gone back to the tavern to
Yeah.
meet you there.
To be
Where
fair,
are you?
she's
Are
got
you
it
in our
in
rooms?
water.
I am
Yeah.
half passed out in front of the fire in a chair.
Nice.
In like the main portion of the tavern.
Yeah. There's
Right.
no fire in your bedrooms.
I will
Well,
come straight up to you,
Yes.
Mira.
Bram hasn't started playing fine.
Yeah.
Seriously,
That's what I
Mira,
said,
I'll give
yes.
you a little shake. We need to speak upstairs. There's been a problem. Hurry, and we will go upstairs.
Yeah, you.
I will say
Push
this
you off me.
loudly enough to encourage Mira, but quiet enough to not to make them like the barkeep here.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So yeah,
Right.
Miggle wakes you up, forces you upstairs into the girls' room, I guess.
Yeah.
I get the alchemy jug and just go water.
Yeah.
Just drink that.
Easy enough. Glug glug glug. Yeah. Bramley's fast asleep in her pillow fort.
I will
Cautious
gently,
of pillow chewed.
I will gently wake up Bramley.
Don't like a sleeping Bram.
Yeah. She changes to an owl.
I will perform the gnomish gentle waking ritual.
yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Bramley's like, oh, what time is it? I have been up for 8 hours.
Shh, Bramley, there's been an emergency. Lael and Falchion and Bar are in trouble. We need your help.
What have they done?
Okay, so I'll quickly run down what happened. I'll be like, right,
It's been
So we
4
went-
hours.
we went to the next
It hasn't even
factory.
been that long.
This is so serious, guys. They've been arrested and I'm now on the run. This is really important. Again, Bromley, seriously.
This doesn't
We need to be
stop.
quiet. We need to be quiet.
What
So,
happened?
we went to the next factory.
Mm.
We seemed to be under the impression that this was owned by the same people, so we did not think it would be a problem, that we could go in and check it out. Because we had permission from the harbour master, we had permission from Morningstar, so we thought, yeah, we can go in, it's not a problem. But it was locked, so Lael unlocked the door, unlocked an upper window,
Lael was like,
Morningstar didn't give us
Well,
any
handle.
conditions.
No.
and opened a big
She
window.
turned round to
And
to
snuck
the
in,
dock
and
master and was
unbeknownst to us, there
"These
must have been some
schmucks
kind
can
of
sort it out
charm
for you."
Yeah.
on the
No
window
problem
because the
there.
owner of the building turned up with a load of guards and unlocked the premises and went in and they found Lael and they arrested Lael, and on the way back out they also said to the rest of us that Mira, stop it, we need to concentrate, Mira. So as they came out with Lael and she was in handcuffs, Miggle's like hyperventilating. And then they turned to the rest of us and they said, oh,
Real
we
nice,
need
wasn't
to
it?
come in for questioning, so Falchion and Barg are arrested as well. But I couldn't, you know where we are, you know where we are, I can't be arrested, I can't go back to jail, Mira.
Where are they?
They must be in some kind of holding quarters. What are you doing?
Tell you what he wants.
Show Rob next stop, show Chris out.
Okay. Take us to them.
I
me to
I
them.
can't
Couldn't
go
agree more.
with you. I turned invisible and then used Dimension Door to escape.
I don't know
Why
where
did you do that? That just makes you seem really guilty.
You know why,
I'm waiting
Bradley.
there's a voice going, I fucking know.
If they find out it's me, I'll be arrested, and we're so close to
Well, where were you arresting
Highgate.
you?
Whereabout were you?
I will describe the rough location of
Where
the
did they get
factory.
taken?
I'm not entirely sure, but I imagine some kind of barracks or a jail cell
Alright.
of some sort.
I'm going out.
Oh, I want to go back to bed.
You go back to bed,
I'm going
family.
back to bed.
Miguel, you can even say.
Miguel turns to Bramley like, please, Bramley, please, I really, really need your help. You know, they'll take me back to prison if they find out it's me. It's so important.
I grab Miguel by the shoulders and just lift them up.
Well, why don't you just come back
You
to
put me
bed?
on your
Yeah,
shoulders
look
and
on.
take him with me.
Look on.
No!
Look on.
You're going to
I
take
get
me.
advantage on grapple checks, so we're going.
It's got a factor.
No, you can't do that.
No, we're going.
You
Come on.
can't. If it's a contested grapple check, it's a contested grapple check. You need to roll athletics, you need to roll acrobatics.
Hang on, no, you're not allowed to do that. Isn't that against your like DM rules that you can't force a character to do something by
Well, that's
another
why I'm
character?
saying it's a contested grapple check.
I'm not going to win, obviously.
You're contesting it.
What?
Yeah.
Your Dexy drop.
Yeah, Dexter, yeah.
I'll try to wiggle my way out there.
Yeah.
Be aware.
It's an athletics check for Mira and an acrobatics check for you.
Go wiggle, Mickle.
Acrobatic.
It's Chocobo fan from 7.
It is. It
What
is,
did you get?
Fucking
16 plus 6.
What's that?
22.
I got 22 as well.
Okay.
Beats.
If it meets it, it beats it. So you go to grab Miggle and Miggle wiggles out.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Fine, stay here.
Miggle goes like running away through, like around the room, like.
I just walk out, slam the door, and I leave the town. I find a guard.
Okay. Bradley goes back to bed.
Yeah, I find a guard.
Nice.
Fuck.
Miggle's still panicking in Bramley's room while Bramley's trying. Miggle, please shut up.
No, Bradley wouldn't do this. Can we message Tara and be like, would you help Miguel if he was on the
Well,
run?
yeah, sure, but
We're
what do you?
friends.
Yeah. What do you want Bramley to do in this situation? You haven't told. You just said, "Help me, help me, help me." What do you want her to do?
Just help me.
How can I help you, Miggle?
Way to be specific.
We could try and escape the city with past lock
Well, we
trace.
can't leave everyone else.
The party, just go.
We can't leave everyone.
Okay, for now, I will lay low in the tavern.
Okay.
Okay.
And
That
Bramley
sounds like
goes to
a
sleep.
smart idea. Bramley goes to bed.
Plan B.
Oh, God.
Fuck everyone else. Let's just leave the city.
Yeah. Well, that was plan A.
Yeah.
Help me. Abandon everyone.
Bram's like, but I'm tired.
Yeah. I was like, not right now.
Can we
Maybe in the
can we do
morning.
it tomorrow?
Maybe after a long rest. When I've got different spells.
So you've gone to find a
I go
guard.
find a guard.
Yeah.
Right.
It's easy enough to do. At this point, you do see that the guards are on. It seems on high alert in this area. They're looking for someone.
Good evening.
Hello, miss. How may we help you?
Good question. I've been informed some accomplices have recently gone into trouble. I've recently gone into some trouble and I want to find out what the hell's happened to them. Do you have any holding area or questioning area that I can go down to?
We do. Who is it that you're looking for specifically?
There's a gold dragonborn.
Yes. we know there's a few who've been brought in.
I'd like to go and find some information on what's going on.
Certainly. Do you happen to know where this small gnomish fella, was it you dwarfish fella? This dwarven fella who was with them disappeared?
There was a bald dwarf.
No, there was another one with them.
No.
All right. Well, certainly if you are a party of these,
A party to.
a party to these
Come with me.
individuals, we would certainly like to have a few words with you as well.
That's fine.
Thank you. And they lead you off. Not attempting to wring the handcuffs out because you've been very pleasant.
I would like to point out, I was also.
I would like to point out you broke into a factory.
Leslie.
So they and especially since you weren't there breaking into a factory, so you're being treated a bit nicer
Yeah.
than others perhaps.
That's the point.
So you're brought in. It's somewhat near the where the two kind of borders to this town are, where you've got the slightly sloping, more natural terrain with the curved streets and then following the land around the docks.
and then where the more regimented, laid out part of the town is. It's somewhat in the middle almost of this city along that line. And in fact, it's a fairly decently sized guardhouse / jail.
Yeah.
And you can see there is like an inmate's courtyard that's like on the straighter edge of the town, walled off and like with a patrol space between the courtyard itself, but like close enough that you can kind of like get some fresh air and stuff, and there's like a good space around it, so that it's, you know.
I could totally break out to this place.
Yeah, you
certainly try. You could certainly try.
I'm not going to.
Just making a point.
So, you're led inside to the guardhouse proper, and you are led to it's more like an office space section than a holding cell, unlike the rest of the group.
Yeah.
And you're met by a half-elven fellow. He's got like tanned skin of like someone who's lived on the coast all their lives. Hair kind of dark, but with like bleached, kind of sun-bleached streaks in it. So it's a bit more natural. He looks a bit older, but he's like clean shaven, and he has like a sort of like, what's the right word, like half capelet sort of thing to it, like where it's fastened over the shoulder, like, and kind of drapes down at the back and it's pulled across. In the same kind of dark blue that surrounds the emblem on the crest. Greetings.
Evening.
My name is Ortho. How may I help you? I believe you're here to discuss some
I believe
trouble
this
that was
evening the
happened
party of
today.
three were arrested.
Indeed.
I would
The
like to-
gold dragonborn,
That's
the
the-
bald dwarf, and
the other
the
one.
elf
The-
woman.
Yes.
Are we arrested?
Not arrested, brought in for questioning.
My you're arrested.
Yeah, Miggle was like,
Yeah.
well, but we've been arrested immediately then. This is a miscarriage of
They
justice.
brought Lael out and then brought arrested the rest of them for questioning. That's what I said.
Yeah. They haven't been arrested. They've been brought in for questioning after breaking into one of the factories.
Lael was arrested though.
I see.
Aren't you asleep somewhere?
Yes.
I'm too panicked to be asleep right now. They definitely arrested Lael. That's what it seemed to happen to me. The other ones are brought in for questioning. But Lael was arrested.
Lael was brought in cuffs, having been breaking into the place. Certainly, the reedy fellow was yelling for her to be arrested.
Right.
She was brought in cuffs, given the fact that you guys said that we were helping out this situation.
In Mira's mind, that is arrested.
Yeah. We've been brought in for question after they broke into one of the factories.
I see.
Yes. They told some of my guards that they had been trying to sort out this issue we've been having with metal being taken.
Yes, we helped out Diligence, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, we found the cause of it.
Is Diligence the Hardmaster or is that
No,
No,
Diligence.
Diligence is the
What's the-
tiefling.
what's the-
Zundor Valiant Heart, the
Zundor
Minotaur,
Valiant Heart,
the
that's it.
Minotaur.
And we were tasked by
It's we
Zundor
didn't do our due
to
diligence.
investigate this metal disturbance.
Yes.
We found the cause of it, the graves,
Interesting.
and then I stayed to clean while the others went away.
I see. And after having
And now I've been informed for the jail.
yes, well, as I said, after parting ways with you, they decided it was appropriate to go and break into another factory. We were informed by the factory's owner that the precautions that he had set around the factory had been disarmed.
Were there any damages?
None that we are aware of yet. But
Just
we
to
will be
interject.
looking into it.
If there was, I
Just
look forward
You're
to
asleep.
No, this is our
I will
Wouldn't it be
pass that
funny
information along.
if while this has gone on, all
For
this
the
was being
moment,
on the inside by
It
everyone.
seems that there has been
I hope so.
no
Every
Immediate
factory in the city is just
Just-
cleaned out of that one.
a misstep by over-eager helpers to the city. And we do appreciate the help that you're being given under Zundor's instruction. And we do value our dockmaster's input into trying to sort these things out, given the situation that he's in at the moment, and we
Let me
understand that.
apologise for their actions.
Certainly. Just for funsies, just roll me a I'm gonna say persuasion check on this one. Rather than just straight charisma.
10.
10. Alright.
Much worse from you.
Well,
Didn't see dice roll.
if it is of any consolation to you, we'll be keeping them in overnight,
It's fine.
talking with them, and then allowing them to go in the morning.
Could I have a word with them before the morning?
Certainly. Allow it.
You could be like the disappointed
so-
man, like, what have you all done?
You guys are all kind of sat in the cell. You've kind of been here for maybe half an hour to an hour or so. If there's anything that you wanted to do or discuss in that, right? Bar is currently singing prison songs.
Yay! Well in bar.
Bar is been singing prison song. I've been throwing my dagger at
Your weapons would have been taken off you
Ah.
as you were.
This is the blink back.
No, it blinks back to the thigh strap, which would have been taken away as well.
Ah, that sucks.
How did they take my bow from me? Out of interest.
But if you're not holding it, then they can. It specifies in the thing that while you are holding it, you cannot be disarmed.
That would be
Fine.
funny.
Me, I've wet. Throw rocks at.
Yeah, throw the rocks that Belchin gave you before you were
Hey, I told you to come and have it.
Nice.
I'm
So
gonna
yeah,
take
you
your bow
hear.
as like a gift from the
You
gods
hear
at this point.
so yeah, Bar's been singing. Question mark.
Dwarven prison
He's
songs.
been singing question mark his prison songs, and he's you've been just kind of like stewing in a what a fucking dick Miguel is in the cell. Specifically Falchion. Lael's been amusing herself by trying to lodge a rock
I'm
down
stuck
Bar's
between-
throat as he sings.
I'm stuck between sulking and
Being angry, maybe.
fretting
Yeah.
because I've literally never been in this situation before.
No.
I have no idea what's about
Out
to
of
happen.
character, Matt, how would Lael feel about Miguel at this point? Would he understand knowing the backstory?
Yeah, would she understand?
Would Lael be
Would
like...
she not care?
It's just Rick. She understands, doesn't care.
Yeah.
Bar knowing more about my backstory than most, how would Bar...
That is a
Sean.
question to ask him, Lexi.
Sean?
I'm not going to translate.
Oh, he's watching, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, but he's texting to me through Discord.
Okay. How would you feel
I
about Miguel?
So, I've been here kind of stewing for an hour.
This comes up on Discord, lol.
You hear a guard approaching, and you see it's someone who looks a bit more perhaps officious than the other guards that you've been dealing with so far.
I stand up to the bars and I'm like,
Followed by
excuse
Mira.
me, hello, hello.
Mira's right behind.
Mira! Thank God.
I see they
See,
recognise
Mira
you.
would be
They
here
do,
if I
sadly.
had gone and told Mira.
Thank you.
Do you mean Santa?
Mira wouldn't know if I
Shit
hadn't
house.
escaped. Imagine if we got locked up and our party never
Shush
knew
for
what
a
happened
minute,
to
because
us.
Mira's
Go.
talking to them.
Go.
What did you do?
Personally, nothing.
What did you do?
I was trying to check on your factory.
So you went to a random factory and broke in?
Abandoned.
You knew you would get to the
Right,
next factory.
we were trying to
You were
look around the
scouting them
corner.
out!
Mira,
And I was
we went to
scouting
the factory.
Scouting
I
inside.
walked down the courtyard to see if we could see any corrosion. We couldn't. Lael took it on herself to start scaling walls and breaking in.
can we not just play it? So like, you perfect well what I was doing.
Falchion
gave me a
yeah, Falchion, you're playing the other side. Like, I can
No,
see
no,
what
no,
I'm
no,
doing.
no.
Not there!
It's not as if it's like blocked off. You can see what I was doing.
To be
You
fair,
never once said.
Don't do that.
Maybe not to
you were halfway up the wall, to be fair.
the bot fence. You could see through the bot.
Anyway,
I
what's the
was
si- what's
I
the
was
situation?
woken up.
What's
by
the
our
situation?
I think a rock felt.
What's the situation?
Situation is our little friend, isn't he?
Unless
Grammy is
friends,
still
what?
asleep.
In the air.
I kind of guess Bram wouldn't be getting involved with this. Where does
She needs
like,
a beauty sleep.
He's in the inn. I don't know if he's asleep, if he's still there, but I left him there.
listen? I don't think. I hope we're not gonna be here much longer because technically we weren't arrested.
No, but you're being held till the morning.
Ugh.
That's fine. I could use the rest. But what if they find Leghorn?
And that is a bridge we cross when it comes to it.
Had
At
a
the-
problem for Leghorn.
Yeah.
At the moment, we can't fret about it. We don't know if it's going to happen or not. It's just an if.
I know, but it doesn't look good if he's just disappearing and
Let's
Running
hope
off.
he can disguise into something else. If we need to discuss this on a more personal level, I suggest we do it tomorrow morning. Get some rest. I was woken up and going back to sleep.
speak to you when we get back to the tavern.
See you tomorrow. I open the door. Thank you again for your time.
Certainly.
Close the door and I go back to the inn.
Alright.
I make myself as comfortable as possible and try and get some
It's
sleep.
it's not very possible, but it's you know you probably slept on worse. You know the ground's worse.
Yeah,
The ground in
That's
this cell actually might not be.
I actually miss my tent.
Double content.
You'll never complain about not having silk sheets
No.
again.
Never ever
On that
again.
fourth, he's
Never
got
again.
a set of silk sheets.
While I'm back at the inn,
Yep.
I'll go find Miggle.
I
He is
deliberately
panicking.
I'm just sat in bed like.
I deliberately picked up
Bramley is having a
just
very
now.
light sleep and keeps like when
I will-
Miggle goes like
I'll
every
free the
now
door.
and then
I'll put my-
she cracks an eye open and like lifts a cucumber and glaze
I'll put my head in through the door. Miggle,
Yes.
come here. Out the room.
Is it safe?
Out the room.
Are we going into the bloke's room?
Yes, let her sleep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well,
What's
so,
happened?
so to the guys,
Okay.
staying there till the morning,
Okay.
and then they're coming round.
Okay.
In the morning, we're going to have a discussion about what happened
Okay.
and what we're going to do from there.
Okay.
No one's coming for you, not yet.
Okay.
Stay here, stay quiet, stay low, and get some sleep.
So you said I can change the appearance of the necklace every day.
Yeah, you can cast disguise self once per day, and it lasts until you cast something else to spell something else. That's
So is it now the next morning? Is that class as the next day, or is it like
no. Once you have a long rest, it will be the next day.
It's probably like at very early hours of the morning now, like
Yeah.
Like
6, 7.
3, 4,
Well,
5.
What time did you say?
Well, it was about
Right now,
it was
it's
about
getting
4 when
towards
we were at the
dawn.
factory.
Was it?
Like
Yeah.
the sky is starting to
I
lighten.
will have a sleep then.
Oh.
I will take a point of exhaustion because I'm not going to get it out.
Well,
That's fine.
I'll take 4 hours in the
Yeah,
tent.
you'll be fine.
I'll take a point of exhaustion because I don't think I'm sleeping in that cell.
I would have got 8 hours, but I got woke up.
Not with bar singing and
No.
then bar snoring. Is that
Constant
is
singing
it,
for 8 hours.
that's what his snoring sounds like.
Throat singing or snoring? Who could tell?
Yes.
I will have 8 hours of sleep, then I'll try to have a long rest.
Alrighty.
I get back to the tavern and wake him up on purpose.
I don't think you'll have been released.
Well, no, those of you in the cell definitely will not get your long rest, not even Lyle, because at that point you're kind of thrown out with when the guard changes at 8 o'clock.
Are they doing
you've
any
been-
further questioning, or is that it?
Well, no, they did like the questioning of what happened,
Right.
what the fuck were you thinking,
Why
big
did you
idiots.
He in the trunk cell.
Yeah.
Right. So they'll
Next
take
time,
into
if you are, trying to do some heroism work or whatever the fuck. Check.
Mission.
Before you break in somewhere. You know, it could have been easily avoided night with too much stress on a night that should not necessarily have needed that much stress.
As we're leaving, I just apologise and thank them for the time and all that.
Certainly.
But as we're leaving, I say, just out of interest, were there any reports of any more metals going missing in any of the other factories?
None so far.
Okay, that's good to hear. Thank you.
Certainly. And for what it's worth, despite the trouble you've caused, we do appreciate you seeming to have dealt with this issue.
That's good. Silver lining.
Appreciation looks different in different cities again.
Well, you did break into a factory.
I don't think we're getting a reward for this one.
Still defeated a big old monster.
Listen.
Wait,
Freedom is reward enough at this point. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Hey, big food monster, we know where there's some ore, follow us.
It's candy. It's candy. It's again.
Yeah,
I mean,
as
he
Lael's
broke
trying to
into
like
it.
flag it away, I'm
So-
just like, time to go.
Bar, Lyle and Falchion, as well as Mira, all have a point of exhaustion.
I will spend the night reading my book.
Alrighty.
Let's go back to the town.
Bramley's still asleep. You all kind of trudge your way back to the tavern. And
And they're like a dad staying up all night just waiting for you then.
No, wait.
Yeah, I was gonna say you came to see us. You know exactly what we've been.
It's been a long night.
I just like to remind you. I like to remind you of your own shortcomings.
To remind you how disappointed I am.
Don't
Just
you
like a
fucking
real.
start.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Are you downstairs in the tavern or have you come upstairs?
I'm still downstairs.
Downstairs
So?
at the moment.
How was your night?
You can smell breakfast being cooked as well.
Oh
so
my God, I'm
you
starving.
can have a nice breakfast
I'll
before
go
you go
get-
and batter Miggle.
I'll go get them from upstairs. We'll sit down and have breakfast. I'll talk.
Okay.
I go upstairs.
Hey, but after breakfast, I'll go to bed.
Okay. So I'll go upstairs.
Fucking party
I'll
for
wait for Emily.
the entire night.
Come
Have
on,
I had
breakfast.
my long rest by this point?
Food.
You have not had your long rest by this point.
And then I'll go into the bloke's room. I'll get Miggle. Miggle.
It's
I'm still having my
it's-
long rest.
it's like 3 hours into your sleep at this point.
Yeah, I'll
I don't
violently
want to take
shake you.
force of endure. I don't.
Over there.
Grab by a
You've
foot
got
and
no
drag him out.
choice, it seems. Mira is coming at you and not allowing you to sleep.
I'll explain to Mira that I need to have a long rest so I can change my appearance with my disguise necklace. So I need to have a big rest.
You go to miss breakfast, then we need to have a discussion.
I will gladly partake in discussion later
In 5
after I've
hours.
had a long rest.
We'll be waiting.
Please. Okay.
We just sit and
I think
have
that's
Better
probably
England.
best if we all have a good rest and then discuss them when we have a clearer head.
Miggle just wants you to sleep off your anger.
doesn't
I
know
want
what's
Falchion to sleep on his anger.
Mira doesn't
I
forget.
don't know.
Mira doesn't forget.
We're about to sit
It's
down
like
for breakfast
the scene from
downstairs.
Avengers.
Coming back down.
That's
I'll say
I'm
to
all
Miggle.
set.
5 hours.
Yeah.
I will be down.
She just fucking grows more arms.
You're gonna storm up there like, get out of bed!
I'll come down and I'll explain. He's sleeping.
Explain
Oh,
why.
is he?
Explain why.
Oh, is he? I storm upstairs. I go into the girls' room. Ram, I apologise, and I grab the jug, and I just go water, and I go into the room, and I just fucking douse them. I'm like, get that fuck out of bed!
Miggle, you just settled back down in your nice warm bed to snooze off again. You've got to that point
That's
where like,
all
you're tired enough that you quickly slip into that state of half asleep, but you can still hear what's going on. So you don't quite register when the
hear the
door is
footsteps.
kicked open until you are suddenly soaking wet in ice water. And your bed is drenched and soggy, pillows filth, you know, just generally. And Val just, get the fuck up!
Did Mira not explain to you
I am
why?
Oh, he told me exactly where you were now.
He did
Get
not
up.
tell me why I had to sleep. I need to have a long rest.
We need to have a
also.
conversation.
We all need to have a long rest so I can reset this bloody disguise necklace and disguise myself before we can be seen downstairs in order to have this conversation. I cannot leave this room until I've had my rest so I can reset this necklace and disguise myself, and then I'll come downstairs.
I'm already
I
bored.
did
I
tell
just grab you by the
mirrors.
foot and I down the stairs.
Check!
Yeah, athletics versus acrobatics, please.
Oh.
Am
This
I
point, I'm
athletics?
enjoying breakfast.
Yes.
My
Oh
athletics,
yeah. At this point, Bar, Lyle, and
I'm right behind Falchion.
and Bramley then are
You're not
enjoying
behind
breakfast.
I'm right behind.
You're
you.
right.
Yeah.
Bramley a
So-
little sulkily because she's tired.
Athletics?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
16.
acrobatics.
yeah, you're
16 for me.
acrobatics.
19.
19. You go to grab him, but he's a fucking squirmy
He's
little
getting
thing.
all the grease
And
on him.
he's
He's like,
I'm
that
all
grease
walked.
faded after a minute.
And open what?
Yeah,
I'm a
he's just
slippery.
he's just
Wet me.
soggy and wet now, and he's just like a wriggly little worm of a human.
You ever tried to unhook a fish?
Can we
Yeah,
at least try to
probably.
have this conversation?
Like that.
Can we
I'll
at
get in
least
front of
try to
Falchion.
have
He's
this
like the bar of soap in the
here?
prison you just left.
Can we at least
I'll
have this
stand-
conversation up here in private?
I'll stand in front of Falchion for a second. I went, if you want to keep a low profile of this stuff, packing with the noise.
Yes, that's why I'm
Too much
suggesting
promotion.
we
I
have this
know
conversation
you're
up
angry and
here.
frustrated.
and not
I know
downstairs.
What's going on? And I know
Question.
you want
Did
to
we
keep quiet.
Yes, can we have this conversation up here? If
Probably,
it
yeah.
needs
You-
to happen now,
Definitely,
that-
you and
that-
Bramley
here.
would have.
You get your sleep. You get some food. 5 hours. No more, no less. 5 hours.
Fine, yes.
Food.
There's little licks of flame coming out of Falchion's
Yeah.
flayed nostrils.
And then I instantly freeze.
Can 5 hours? Can we please have
Oh,
a conversation up
please.
here, or does it have to be in the tavern downstairs? In order to keep
Oh,
a
my
low
goodness,
profile.
Get your sleep and I storm off downstairs.
Okay.
You should probably
So-
as well, to be fair.
You join, you and Mira join the other three who are downstairs eating breakfast. Miggle still absent.
Go to the guest. Don't worry, just a domestic.
So as you join the table, Bram is like, so he was squirmy with you as well.
Yeah, you slippery little bastard.
Yeah. He's really annoying when he wants to be.
When does he not want to be?
Well,
Party's gonna stage a coup and be like, Miggle, we're kicking you out. Miggle, you need to retire, we're sorry.
I start
You're
drawing
all to
pictures
see
on
now.
so I can put wanted posters in.
except it looks like that scene in the Simpsons movie where Bart draws the crayon on it and changes the features. So,
We have breakfast.
Breakfast.
yeah, you have a hearty breakfast, which you know when you're really tired, you just want to eat food constantly, so that definitely helps. So yeah, you do feel a bit better.
We should have a
after that.
short rest. And that's
Since we're waiting on Miggle to have a
Princess.
long rest,
Yeah.
can I have a short rest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, easy enough to do.
I'll
Well, Mike's finishing it short longer.
You could-
I'll rest
have
with
a
breakfast.
You could have had a short rest.
Short breath.
Short rest?
Oh.
That's the itty bitty titty committee. Yeah.
With the lovely shoulder
No,
bundle
you
holders.
should have had. You could have had a short rest in the prison if you wanted to. So. it
Well, I
doesn't-
did try. I was a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah. So.
I
Yeah.
flop in
If you
in
guys
the
want
big
to, you
armchair
can
next
have
to
a
the
short
fire.
rest and recover some hit points with your hit dice if you want to.
Right, long.
Yeah, if you want to. After breakfast, Lyle crosses her
pull out
legs and just
bullshit.
kind of like sits on the and just kind of like it's. She doesn't quite go to sleep the same way that you guys do. Is that she just kind of like half
Switches off.
dozes, yeah, like when you can hear everything that's going on around you, but you are still asleep. You're in that sort of semi-sleep state.
In my short rest, I've used short rest and I've used my amulet of the drunkard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amulet of the drunkard.
Yes.
What's that?
Very nice.
Basically, if it drinks beer,
You
it's
get-
like
you
taking
get-
health potion.
Oh, very nice.
So that is 56 hit points total.
Um,
So it's a total. Backs up the total of 100.
I was going to say, what else?
Cut-
So
cut out-
total, it was poison. Total of 100
Nice.
HP remaining.
Because I've got
So,
the
yeah.
half-hour necklace.
Bar is
get double.
wedging himself into the corner of the room to take a short rest.
Rest is 10 to throw.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I usually am. But using the half-hour necklace, I get double the hit points
Yeah.
on the short rest.
So whatever you roll on your
I rolled a
dice,
9.
yeah. So
So-
that's
so
18
18.
plus your Constitution modifier.
Nice.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm back up to full.
it's wham.
It is one indeed.
It's getting warm.
Yeah,
Should we
what we need to
pretend
do is
that
we just
we,
need to. You need to bring in like a change of clothes, and we just stash them in like the little
Yeah.
fireplace.
You know what? Put them in
And
that
then-
cupboard at the
yeah,
back.
yeah, I
No one
was
goes in
gonna
there anyway.
Oh,
Stash
that's
them in
true,
like
yeah.
the little fireplace or up in the cupboard, and then no
Whatever
one will
the
ever find
enchant's
them
still in
because
there,
the
no
room
one
never
will
gets
find
tidied.
Tell them to put them in the freezer.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That'd be lovely. Put your trainees in the
Good
freezer.
idea. Yeah. Maybe bag them and then put them in the freezer.
Should we say that it's now long rest time has passed and I can get downstairs?
It depends. Is everyone else gonna wait around for Miggle to have his long rest?
I have my book. I'm fine.
Alright.
I'm going to be waking up.
I'm
Yeah, pretty much.
having a short rest by the armchair by the fire.
Yeah. Bramley's like, I'm too tired to deal with this, and she is going to go upstairs and try and have Hale long
Me and
rest.
Falch will arm wrestle the past the time as well.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
It's a bit difficult because you're both feeling tired and lazy.
But you're also
Um,
angry, so it's
wait,
a good way to get it
wait,
access.
this-
Yeah,
Disadvantage.
there's disadvantage.
On skill
because,
check.
Oh yeah, skill
Skill
check.
check.
Oh yeah?
Which I should have really had you both rolling disadvantage
That's
for
true,
the
yeah.
gold check before, but I forgot. I
That's a shame.
forgot.
It wouldn't have made any difference. It was literally the same roll.
Right.
Right. So is this just straight up strength check?
This
Or-
is just gonna be a strength check, let's say.
So I got a
terrible.
17 the first roll and an actual 20 on the second.
Oh,
So,
Well, that was a 3. That was a 5.
Nice. So yeah. Easily as you begin to arm wrestle, as Mira wins the first
I'm
round.
far too tired for
Yeah.
this shit.
do
Go on,
you give
one
up
more,
after
one
one?
more.
Best up 3.
17. That's a 10.
again, natural 20 on the first one, 17 on the second.
2 out of 3. Go on.
Mira only needs to roll. Mira
No,
only
2 out of 3,
needs
you've
to roll
already-
well
yeah,
to
that's
roll for
You won.
situations.
You know what? Any other day this would be a competition, but
It's fine, you have a lot to talk
I'm
about.
just
So- when I wake up,
Yes.
I will use the necklace of disguise and I will take on a different appearance.
What would you like this appearance to be?
I will make
Massive
myself
cock.
into a massive,
Just a rooster Aracocra walks downstairs.
I will make myself into
Giant rubber chicken.
Like one of those squeezy ones. Like,
yeah.
I will be a halfling man.
nice.
Um,
Can you do that? Because it needs, I believe, it needs to have metal in for you to be able to make it.
What do you mean metal?
I'm talking to Sean.
Oh,
He said,
right.
as we wait, I'm going to use my crafting ability to make some silk sheets for everyone. And I believe if he's using his forge cleric ability, then it would need to have some metal in
Yeah,
it as a
it
component.
does, to be fair, otherwise you
Yeah.
have to get like weave
Gold
and shit.
braid.
Yeah. If it's just silk sheets, then I don't think you can do it.
Buy a weaver's kit, Sean.
Just use your
Silk sheets with golden brooch.
use your crafting ability to make a loom.
Yeah,
Go
it must
and buy the
include
raw
some
silk.
A
metal.
solid iron loom.
Yeah, because I had a forge cleric who used it to make a carriage.
Yeah, gotta have metal in, Sean.
Yeah,
Buy a weaver's kit, you'll be fine.
yeah.
I will take on a different
Upgrade your
form.
tail and
Yeah,
stuff.
what form is this one?
Just like a
Oblivion, just
halfling,
like
teen man,
spam it.
young.
Like any specifics, like hair colour, or does he look overweight? Is he skinny?
Ginger, quite young,
More for
halfling male.
Okay.
1 foot.
Big glasses.
Nice. So he looks like
Farms
Bar. He looks like Bar's nerdy younger cousin, related through marriage.
And rather than going downstairs, I will use
Direct
the message
marriage.
cantrip to message Mira through
That's
the
the only way you get
floorboards.
gingers.
I will use message to contact Mira and I'll say, so are we doing this downstairs or upstairs?
Reply back, come downstairs.
Are you
Face
sure
your
that's for
shame.
the best?
Come downstairs.
Very well.
Face your shame.
I will head downstairs.
I'll give everyone a heads up.
On the way down, I will also be like, I don't think this is a very good idea. I would like to point out that this could end in some argument, and we don't want to draw further attention to ourselves.
As far as we know, we're just a party that can't get along to everyone else. It's fine.
Very well.
I'll turn to
To
Falchion.
be fair, that's normal.
Yeah, I'll turn to Falchion and everyone else. You be down.
So I come down and
Yeah.
I sit at the table.
So you see this nerdy-looking ginger halfling teenager.
I lean over. That's what you've chose.
Yes.
You slept 5 hours to choose that.
I like that he keeps going for small races as well.
Yeah, small race supremacy.
Big goblin next.
Yeah.
I will.
Squash him underfoot. I had a goblin.
I will
called
say,
Barry
just so that we're all formally introduced, this persona will be called Jimothy Tumbernickel. So,
Timothy Tumble.
yes.
Point to a trial at least.
Okay.
You need to have a page which is just your various aliases.
Nichols disguises.
From Roger from American Dad.
Yeah.
Same character, different wig.
And different dresses.
Yeah.
So I will turn to Falchion, Bar, and Lael, and I will say, I'm sorry if it seems like I've abandoned you, but you, must.
did abandon
Yeah, let's see it like
There's
it.
nothing seeming about it.
Let me finish.
One person talks and then the other.
Fine.
Well,
Mira hands out the talking stick.
It's the
No.
glaive.
Yeah. You can talk when you hold the glaive.
Do you have
Mira
a
gets flat.
You can talk here with the glaive.
you can talk
You
when
can talk until the hit points are gone.
Yeah, it's my original one that I had at the start coming out,
Nice.
coming out of the bracelet.
Nice.
Okay,
Oh,
It's the talking stick.
I'm sorry if it appears like I abandoned you, but
You did.
realistically, you aren't holding the talking glaive. If I weren't to have escaped, I would not have told Mira, and she would not have been able to come and reason with the authorities on your behalf. And you must remember, I have a lot more to lose than you. We are near to Highgate. Therefore,
thought you said haggis.
if I am to be arrested and they
Yeah.
recognise me,
Leather.
for whatever reason, say they were to take the disguise necklace from me, or use detect magic and realise it was there, and I was to have to reveal my true identity and they knew who I was, I would be arrested for the rest of my days and die in prison.
Hooray!
So, you must understand why I chose to flee. This was not because I did not care about you. I knew you would probably okay. Your family had significant influence here. You're a sneaky bastard. So you would have been okay. But I did go and tell Mira.
House in cups.
I did go and tell Mira,
So much
and
for
Mira
sneaking.
helped you. So
Right, okay.
I don't feel like I should be
Yeah, they rolled a natural 20.
kicked out of this party. So think on that
Very well.
before you respond.
If
Who
you'll
would like
pass-
to stick next?
Falchion?
I'll take the stick.
Pass the stick. He's
He hits Smiggle with it.
1d10 damage.
Yeah.
His profession.
Yeah, he's a fighter who's proficient with everything.
Yeah.
Do I
Yeah.
need to roll persuasion to
fight like
convince
this.
the party?
Nice.
Do I need to roll anything to convince the party of what I've said, or do they all just
No,
have to
it's,
listen?
it's their decision.
Yeah, down to party
Fuck
interpretation.
you up.
Yeah.
Falchion, you may respond.
You also may not respond if you choose.
It's up to you, but if you don't,
No,
please
I
pass the
have
We
to stick.
sent him as you may not respond.
You leave Miggle on red.
Not even that, just one tick.
Me too.
I appreciate you don't want to draw attention. We are quite close to Highgate. But you ran without any explanation or anything. You just left. Now, we didn't know where you're going. We didn't know you were going to come and try and find Mira or get help.
I'm going to let you finish before I interject.
As you should. You haven't got the
You
stick.
haven't got the stick, can I listen?
You can play. You complained when Falchion interrupted.
So continue.
It turns out, when Mira arrived, we'd already explained everything. We were only being questioned while we were there. We weren't under arrest. right? And we were released. We spent a night in the cell, yes, but we were released once the situation had been explained and resolved. Now, granted, I can see why you'd be afraid of being arrested, but we were not under arrest. And I think we're justified in being annoyed how we dealt with the situation.
I'm just going to reach for the talking gun.
Can I take the stick back?
Hold on.
Now it's getting passed around.
Lyle's turn.
Passed around.
Lyle.
Lyle's turn.
In Megan's defense, when tried to cuff, they wouldn't fit on his arms. He was illusion.
Use what?
I was using
was an
the
illusion.
using the
Disguise
What?
as.
So if they
So-
put the cuffs on me,
You would have
I would
Oh,
have
yeah,
just
would-
slipped
would
right
have-
off.
would have-
I
would
had
have-
the illusion magic.
Nice.
Mr. Miyagi.
If you remember, Dead Jin's notes when he shook hands with me, that it was him. Well, you may not notice that.
He did.
Oh.
I commented on that. He said,
Yeah.
"Well, that's a bit weird."
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, when he shook
Yeah.
your hand.
I remember.
So perhaps it was actually
For the best.
in part his best interest that he wasn't taking it.
What's Bard have to say?
So this is the talking
And I-
water bottle
Anything
now.
on
And I-
anything Discord from Bard?
Does Bar want to
After
say?
I-
Bar, do you have anything to say?
Are
Feel
you-
free to type it out.
Now
Well,
we wait for the free dot.
We'll say Bar has the tick. In the meantime, Megal.
yeah.
Okay.
He's going to pop the bar, get through.
Lael is correct. If they'd have put the cuffs on me, the illusion magic would have been revealed, and they would have obviously been further suspicious because they wouldn't have fit because I had, the magic going on. But a simple magic going on. But
That's how he picks up ladies.
Yeah.
I've got the magic going
a
on
simple,
tonight.
Hey,
you,
ladies.
you say they only brought us in under the intention
all
of
say
questioning. You
cough.
aren't holding the talking bottle.
Right, let's talk.
Leia's drinking, Matt's talking.
Talk to God right now.
to the god.
Having a private moment with God.
You are correct. They only intended to bring us in for questioning, and that was quite clear. However, simple questioning could lead to further revelations, and they could have found out my true identity. They could have noticed the illusion magic I was using and dispelled my charms, and I could have been identified as myself. And they could have arrested me. They could be aware that I'm wanted. And as I said before, I would be put back in prison and I would die there for the rest of my days.
Quickly
You only
steal.
died once.
Yes,
quickly-
I would die there for the rest of my days.
Bar says, for someone who doesn't want to draw attention to yourself, you're doing a very bad job
Yeah.
of avoiding it so far.
Turning invisible and doing teleportation through dimension doors. Hardly inconspicuous.
Have they found me yet? No, so it's working.
I mean, there's
I'm doing
it's
a
a
terrible
tiny
job
bit
of
of
it. I've
point.
not been caught.
All
Been on the
I'm,
run for many years. No, it's not that many years, but I've been on the run for a while and
It's
no one's
only
found me
crap
yet.
if you've been caught.
all I'm thinking is from now on, you are wallpaper. You are in the background. You don't exist as
Yes.
far as this party is
He's
concerned.
wallpaper.
You are
He's
literally
putting
there
pictures up
as
everywhere.
baggage, alright?
What do you mean?
Don't draw attention to yourself at all.
Yes, that's the plan. Especially while we're in such close proximity to highways.
That really the best plan.
Well, what else are we gonna do?
I'll stay
We need-
disguised.
we
when
need
the,
to
head beyond.
flag
We
is.
need to head back to the harbour master to explain the
Once
situation
we get
being
on
dealt
the
with.
boat to your family's island, we're far
Then
enough away for it to
hopefully,
not be a
if the
concern.
embargo is lifted, or sorry, the quarantine is lifted, and we can get on a boat, then as soon as we leave and we start heading south, the situation should resolve itself.
Yes.
But until then,
I will
you
remain.
cannot
Yes.
do anything that's going
I'll
to draw any attention.
Extremely low profile for the foreseeable
Yeah,
Till we
don't
board
want
the
to be
boat.
background.
to your home island.
Miguel does, we don't.
Think you'll find Jim think he's a persuasive bastard.
Really
very
into-
persuasive, but
Jimothy, maybe. But underneath Jimothy is Miggle. And Miggle has a tendency.
Wow. Timothy's only young.
All I'm saying is, the less you do, the better.
Agreed.
Because
At
every
least
situation we're in,
Until we are
if you're
far
involved in
enough
it,
away,
the more chance you have of being
I
discovered.
will remain
Give me
as
my stick.
quiet as possible.
Give me my stick.
There you go.
Are we done?
We're done.
Grievances aired. Is there anything else for you to say, Bar, about your problems with this past evening?
I will remain.
I demand to make silk out of metal.
I will remain as quiet as possible.
That's a problem with God.
Until once we are on the boat and heading to your home island, we'll be well and truly far enough away from Highgate to this for this to not be a problem.
Now let me interject. Let me say something.
Okay.
Well, it's been annoying, and it's not the first time this has been discussed.
True.
Miggle has his best intentions at heart, and we know that. But what I would like to say is, Miggle, if you are to act upon your intentions like that, think of the party as well. I know you came to get me. Well, that situation could have been a hell of a lot worse. So before you impulsively do anything rash, think of everyone else around you.
Okay. In future, I will consider you all and try to warn you should I need to do anything like this again. However, at the time, I wasn't able to, given the circumstances. There wasn't enough magic to move on
That's
each
fair,
move to
yeah.
pass message and tell you guys what I was going to do.
Right. Good. Finished? Lie on the sand.
Nice.
Don't bring it up again.
Bar looks
Fun.
somewhat irritated, but is willing to go along with the situation at the moment. Thank you.
I waffed a bit.
Why is Bar irritated?
He just looks
'Cause it's a
annoyed
dwarf.
with the situation.
She's just a dwarf.
What aspect of the situation?
I don't know. He just said
Sean is not here to speak.
It has it has been extremely annoying, but I have been through worse and will tolerate it for now. So I'm just translating
Okay.
his. Don't forget, I'm trying to speak for him, and he's
Through text.
Yeah.
Discord messaging me.
With delays.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
Taking a face value.
Yeah, and he said that
What?
he'll discuss his opinions on the night and on
he's back
Biggle's
in.
actions
Yeah.
when he's here.
Right, okay.
So,
Well, I think what
you're in
Lael
trouble.
has said about the magic, as soon as they put the cuffs on me, they would realise I was using some illusion magic, and they would have probably dispelled the illusion and realised who I was, potentially.
What did I say? Lie in the sand? Don't bring it up again.
That
Move
makes
on.
sense. That was our character anyway. But yeah. Moving on, I will try to salvage some leftovers from the breakfast
Right.
maybe.
There's still food.
Right. While you're
That's fine.
while you're
you
putting
get lunch.
while you're putting a lunch together, I'll run upstairs and
Wash and all that.
have a quick lick and a promise and
Yeah.
get ready for the day.
Roll in the dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, it's like early afternoon, I'd say. By the time Miggle woke up, it would have been 1 o'clock-ish, so it's probably looking at 2 o'clock by the time that.
Yeah.
Shall we go to the harbour master then and see
Hey.
if there's been any more?
So what time are we drinking?
It's
Now let's
afternoon
go
somewhere.
to the harbour master first.
And that somewhere is here.
Right, no.
Harbour master, see if any more
Should we go and
methods.
see what the situation is
Yes.
with the harbour master?
Of course. Take a drink.
Yeah. Fill your hip flask.
Easy enough to do. Yeah, Sean said he should be in person next week. So.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, he will be. He will be.
Best one walking.
I just scratched the table.
Something that I play. What day are we playing next week?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesdays now. Always Tuesday.
The day of choose.
Tuesday.
Hunt day.
Oh, next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Something
not-
quite important has
not-
happened that I can't talk about on stream.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do you
car,
know about this?
car stuff.
Okay.
No, but I'll explain after.
This is car stuff.
Sorry,
Stuff to
Switch.
talk about in the car.
Secrets.
Oh, drive home, yeah, potentially.
Party secrets.
And because Sean's not here, it's going to be a nice, easy breezy ride home.
I knew there was something significant going on next
Nice.
week.
Yeah, by all means.
Well, it is 9:20 now.
Okay. Well, should we do the Harbour Master and figure
Yeah.
out what's happening next,
And then we'll
yeah,
go
that
on.
is.
Get our
that
next
sounds
step.
To be
good
honest, it's
to
been
me.
quite a nice party session.
Yeah, it's been,
Yeah.
nice bit of roleplay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've been happy to
'Cause
use some full
the original
spells that I've
fight-
not used before, yeah.
I made you for nothing.
Oh, the goo man.
No, he'll come back,
He'll
don't worry.
come
Oh, he'll
come
be back.
Yeah, you will.
Multi-use.
Hey, listen, level 20
He'll come back,
Gladiatorial
that's
Arena,
the
every
problem,
monster
it's
I've
all-
ever made.
Robin is
physically.
smiling!
Well, I wasn't paying attention. What
just
did you
just
say?
grinning.
It's suggesting
I was
the
laughing.
problem isn't solved.
Oh no, it's not.
There you go.
The
Yeah.
Master of the
So,
Harbour.
yeah, you make your way with Jimothy.
Cheers, dude.
Jimothy Tumblr.
Yeah, and Bramley's around at this point as well. Probably by the time that Miggle is up and about and you guys are ready to go, Bramley's probably managed to get enough of a rest in. She's still quite cranky though because her sleep's been disturbed.
Poor Bram.
Can I on smell burning?
No, it's the.
It's just
Oh,
us.
is it that's the resident
Yeah.
smell?
I say I'm going to leave it in the sun.
The smelly
No,
smell.
we're just really hot.
That as well.
I do have deodorant.
Yeah, you make your way with Jimothy down towards the docks. And you make your way towards the red-roofed house of the harbour master, the dock master, harbour master, the dock
With
master,
the dog.
the master of the dock. Dock these nuts.
Has anyone
Docking.
here seen the Mighty Boosh? Jurgen Harbour Master. Do you remember that episode? It was season 1, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the shit is so
Yeah.
good. Great.
Master.
Knockety knock.
Yeah. The door is opened by the mousy-looking half-elf woman that you'd seen prior. There's someone second in command, and you see that Zundor is sat at his desk, and Morningstar is sat in front of it, having been in a less heated conversation than the first time you encountered him. He turns around and sees you guys. I believe you got arrested last night.
Do you want me to take the lead? Do you want me to
Actually-
take this?
We were detained for questioning.
Was there much of a difference?
Yes, we weren't arrested
Did you spend a night in a cell?
for questioning.
You were
No.
arrested.
No, we did not.
I like to point out I was not with them.
Actually, yeah, we
You
didn't
seem
spend
like
the
the
night
most
in the
sensible
cell.
one in the group.
Thank you.
We didn't spend the night in the cell.
You need to
Spent about 3 hours in the cell.
Don't even think it was that long.
In the drunk tank. It's literally what it was.
Anyway, we've
Has
come.
this issue
We've,
been resolved?
we've come to report that we believe we've destroyed the grey ooze that was eating all the metal.
Ah, is that what you left in the explosion?
No, what we left in the explosion was the remains, which was acidic, which Mira and Bram helped clean up.
Yes, you used an explosion to kill this thing.
What's wrong with that?
We didn't kill it.
What's wrong with that?
Spells in it?
We hit it with the explosion.
Right.
Have you ever heard a spell before?
Many times.
If you have
They,
heard
they
of
tend to be
explosive
quite
being
loud.
ineffective against killing things.
We were trying to deal with a monster man.
Yes, I've dealt with many myself.
Spells
Yeah, you
can
didn't
be
get this one.
If I may say, our means of killing it might have been
invented.
Loud.
loud and maybe not as efficient as we would have liked, but it did deal with the problem quite explosively.
Well, I will be keeping the Silver Serpent out of dock for a few more days to ensure that this is indeed dealt with correctly. Should there be no more issues, then I will bringing her into dock, and then I will allow you to board. And
Thank
I will
you.
take you back with me.
So are we agreeing, is that party now, are we agreeing that we're going to get a little back to your home island
Correct.
with Morningstar?
That's
As
what
long
she
as, as long as
said.
the situation is dealt
Yeah.
with, we get passage.
I wasn't sure if we were just going to charter a ship of our own and go our own way.
You
I
can
didn't know
if you
she
want
had-
to,
I
but
didn't know if she had business in Damascus or if she was planning to go
no.
home.
We'll think
What
about
you
that.
found out from your initial discussion with her is that she's been in South Damascus for a while, and she is on the way home at the moment.
Right.
She is making a stop
in Bellholt, because the reason why Bellholt is such a large trading town is because it's one of the nearest big town ports to Damascus. So it is like it's the place you go where you stop up before you make the journey and after
major
you
trade
get back.
hub.
Yeah. So it's the waypoint.
Yeah.
Okay. After this, if you're going down towards the southern end of Iloth, then you stop in Bellholt.
Yeah, it's a
If you're going up towards the northern point or going towards Saran, then you stop in Highgate, which is something that you would know, being from there. You would probably know as well, Falchion, having just kind of osmosis some information
Gleaned it from years and years of listening to sailors
she's been
and
to
looking at
this
trade
place, she's gone to that place, and then she's come back here, so she's going to be gone for so long. You know, so a lot of it went over your head a bit, but yes. So should this issue
you can't live around it for 20 odd years and not understand what's going on.
Exactly. So yeah, that's why Bellholt is such a massive place, because it's the pit stop between continents. So, and you found out from her last week that she's been away in Damascus for a while, and she's making her way back now.
And that's why she's parked up
Yeah.
in the bay, because
and
she's
you were
got
like,
a hold full of magical metal.
So she's going to wait a few days off on the coast
to make sure that
problem solved.
quarantine is solved.
Yeah. And then
She's going to bring it into
stuff.
drop off what she's got to do, resupply what she's got to resupply,
And then
make
be
her
on
way.
our merry way.
We've got about half a week here and then we'll go.
Pretty much.
Third for week. Stupid 9 weeks.
Well, half a week's probably.
Oh, 4 days.
Cool.
You know,
That's all good.
Probably more make trouble.
oh yeah, always. Has there ever been an encounter in a town or a city where there hasn't been little trouble? Yeah, exactly. I can tell you right now, there isn't one. He even got Falchion robbed from, lost all the party money in
Let's be
in
fair.
your city.
Fats just multiple.
Where?
Yes, definitely.
I'm invisible.
Wasn't paper. Some kid walked up in front of him to me.
Oh,
What?
Might as well.
What?
Just call me tough.
If I can't see it, it can't hurt me.
Oh, Steve.
Yes. Well, yes, we'll keep an eye on things here and see, if there's any more reports of anything happening along these lines. And if not, then thank you very much for your help. And things will go back to normal, hopefully, rather quickly here. Yes.
Let's hope so.
Fingers crossed.
Very well.
Yes.
So
What are we doing here?
got a few days to kill.
Explore and chill around the city for a bit.
Yeah.
We'll build to lie low.
Hope that the monster doesn't come back.
That'll be a different one.
I'll go to Morningstar. Thank you for your help and your time.
Thank you.
And I let myself out.
Alrighty.
If the monster is gone and the situation's resolved,
She gave us a lift.
where can we find you?
Not yet, she isn't, but she will be.
Well, I'll be docked on it'll be docked here, so ships rather hard to miss, Falchion. I'm sure you recognise the family crest, you've not been away that long.
I do. I recognise it.
Yes.
Is now a good time to go to the house, Dad?
I'm sure we'll have a chance to speak on the boat.
I like it. It's great.
Okay. Well, we'll see you in a couple of days. Good luck with everything. Hope the trade goes well.
I hope you've done your job correctly.
So I didn't get away with that.
I hope you've done your job correctly.
So do I.
We'll see then.
Till then. I follow Mira out.
Yeah, you let yourselves out and she returns to her discussion with Zundor.
Is anyone else curious what they're saying?
We'll find out.
Find out as I'm an earwig.
We'll find out eventually.
So, yeah, you've been waved off, dismissed, but you have updated the dockmaster.
Good.
Call him Harbourmaster because you fucks do it, but it's down as
Harbourmaster.
Dockmaster in my notes. Dockmaster.
Harbour Master.
Dockmaster.
Harbour Master.
I'll slap you with
Here,
my
Master.
dock.
Rabbit
Duck
season.
teeth, no.
Duck season.
Rabbit season.
Wax season. Rabbit season.
Dock
Right.
season, harbour season, dock season, harbour season.
What can we do in the meantime for a few days here then?
Yeah. If you guys have anything that you want to do within the city, if you've got like an idea of what you want to do before we head off.
I obviously want to lay low.
Yep.
With just thinking, with there being so many forgers and different kind of craftsmen around,
Yeah.
I might see if I can find anyone like teach me a couple of skills, blacksmithing and
Alrighty.
a couple of bits.
I'm just gonna make like little notes of things that you want to do, just dead quick. For like, you've got 3-4 days at least
Does
in
anyone
town
need to buy anything?
before.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
Fine, I've got potions and I'm good.
you good?
Undercommon lessons.
Yes, we'll do undercommon lessons.
Yeah, but that
That's
you
fine.
can do anytime.
That's
I'm
fine.
thinking, is there
Yeah.
anything specifically you want to
Not
look for
really,
in
no.
this town? I know that Falchion is interested in blacksmithing because he was pointed in this direction because they have
That's true.
rather
Yeah.
unique
Yeah.
items. So,
Nothing specific for me.
well,
Again.
so Far wants to do some shopping.
Yeah.
He wants to buy a Weaver's kit.
Obviously. Yeah. Nothing specific for me.
Of
Like
course we
undercommon
do.
lessons, read me Cathedral Chapel ebook.
How's he going to fit an
Yeah.
entire spinning wheel in the handbag get holding?
I sleep.
The opening's only like that bit.
A magical.
No, it's like the size of my computer bag.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like little tiny, like it's not like an actual handbag. We call it a handbag of holding because Brownlee's always got it. But it's like the size of my laptop case.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's like a
not
hiker's bag.
tiny. So, but it is whatever you can fit in there. So if it was going to
But
be
that's to say, if it can't get past the neck of the bag,
It's not
then it's not going in.
yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, you can buy like,
4 minutes.
and to be fair, you can buy like smaller wheels and things like
Yeah.
that. So
I'm big
I've
hands.
actually spun my own yarn.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can speak.
You do.
You took every section.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, if there's nothing else specific that you want to do within the town, then that's fine.
I want to.
I know you want to hide.
Oh, no, I was going to say, I want us to be
Break
able
free.
to do some precautions just to make
Ride the
sure that
bicycle.
no other monsters will come back. So let's say like the first 2 nights after this,
Make a supersonic man out of
maybe
you.
just the next few mornings just go around, just want to check there's been no more reports of metal disappearing.
I'll do that. If
Yeah,
you want to
that
hide,
sounds
then
good.
I'll do that.
I will do that, I'll leave that to you, but that's something we definitely should do.
As,
make
as
sure
I'm,
Just to
as
check.
the
I'm
monsters not
just
come
to
back.
check.
going
They're
around
not under the one
chatting to
yet.
the craftsmen as well, I'll just
'Cause if there
say,
is, we
you know,
wanna deal
yeah,
with it
then,
as soon
you
as
know,
possible.
this
Yeah.
this is all the metal, so I'll keep.
That's
I'll
all,
keep my ear out.
that's all easy enough to do, but that's something we can discuss next time. But yeah, it was just if there was anything like out of the box,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
again wanting to,
I'm sure by next week we'll have all thought of 12 things.
yeah,
that
probably,
Hopefully
but
not too much.
yeah. But right, so
Rest the plot, no
Hey,
shopping.
guys.
Got things
No
like
shopping
that.
episodes.
Hey,
I'd like
like to see
1,500 metres.
shit, September. Quite. Yeah.
Who's doing what?
Hey,
quite.
and
Temple's a quiet.
if it's in, take some sort of freshly caught fish and a seedling as a sort of tribute.
Nice, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I am, yeah.
And besides that, I'd also like if there is one, like this,
Okay.
and that's to find more about what. Also, see if I can learn anything more about what I already know. cataclysmic events and
Alright.
the dark. That's what I would like to do.
Righto. Lovely. Righto, guys. Thanks for coming.
Hi, Sean.
And, thanks for hanging out with us, Sean.
And Joe today.
And yeah, we'll see you next week, hopefully in person. Alright. Ta-ta! Bye-bye.
Take care,
For
folks.
now.
Fuck.
Turn the microphone.
So cool.